Good day, mates. We are your set. I'm Haikal.
I'm Pitan Singh.
Finally, whoo!
What's up, guys? I'm Mithiran.
That's right. This is officially an announcement that I gotta make before we start the show. It's official. Here we go. We have signed Mitran to the hot set football. Mitran, welcome, Mitran.
Hey,
Woo!
there we land.
um, with Mitran here, doesn't mean Mehdi. He's taking over Mehdi. Mehdi is still around. He just can't make it today again. But hopefully the next show he'll make it. But yeah, guys, how's everybody feeling this week?
The eagle has landed, huh?
Ooh, I thought somebody's supposed to have the eagle.
Where is your eagle, bro? Where is
all
it?
the work side progress, bro. The eagle farm has been visited, the eagle has been chosen, and the eagle has landed.
Yo, it's a very intense week of football, I would say.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of probably some surprises as well. What do you guys feel?
Yeah, a lot of surprises this
A lot of
week.
surprises, right?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot, right? And I think let's dive straight into it. I think the biggest surprise, or maybe not. I don't know. Do you guys think it's a big surprise that United lost?
I'm honestly not sure.
You know, everything is cooked, right? When Haikal is not even wearing a United jersey, lah. That's all I gotta say, lah, bro. Everything is in ruins, man.
I just couldn't be bothered to pull on the shirt. It's hanging. There's one more hanging there. If anyone want to know, all my other United jerseys are all gone. They're all burnt. But yeah. Let's get into it, guys. Let's start with the first game of the week. Brentford 3, United 1. Oh my god, it's so painful to say it, bro. Guys, it's so painful.
Okay, guys. So I can see that both of you all are quite silent, lah. So maybe shall I ask you all some questions?
Why not?
for a change, because I can see both of you all are quite fallen.
This is your debut episode, Meet. So you know.
Yeah.
Yes, you know.
No, because for me, right, from an outsider point of view, looking into Man United, right?
Yeah, man.
Over the last years, I was telling myself, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. But I think you all have done everything. Change the state, like change the training facilities, change the manager, change the ownership, change the players. The results do not change, and I cannot put my finger on why this is the case at Manchester United, because any club will have some form of bounce, some form of new manager bounce, a purple patch, etc. But at United, I don't see that at all. And I was just looking, you know how worrying it is for Manchester United. The guy who beat you on Saturday, Keith Andrews, is a rookie manager with no previous managerial experience.
Yeah.
He had just lost his two marquee players in Visa and Mbeumo, who went over to Brentford. And he still managed to get the job done. And it just seems to me that anyone who comes up against United, right, can ruffle a bit of feathers and can get the result. So I really don't know what is wrong. Like what is the problem? But from one thing I can say for sure is United, especially Amorim, does he want to be here or he doesn't want to be here? Because if he doesn't want to be here, he should go already. He shouldn't be wasting any more time. And he doesn't fill me with any confidence. If I'm a United fan, I'll be vexed. I saw him in the 92nd minute sitting down with his head down. What kind of message does it send to your players? It tells them it's over.
But I mean, I totally understand where you're coming from with Amorim's situation right now. But I also feel a lot or some of the players also mentioned that the players have to take responsibility as well. They know that their performance on the pitch itself is so bad, and that should also tell everyone that it is not just a one. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what is the issue right now. Like no one will know exactly. We used to say Glazers out because the management was shit, and we used to say, oh, this manager is bad, and then this manager out, or we used to say, Luke Shaw is so bad, Luke Shaw out, and but it's like it's so hard right now. It's like as a United fan, I totally understand where you're coming from. It is definitely very worrying, and it's also I can't understand as a United fan being seeing the growth of United since I was young. I truly can't understand what's happening right now, and that is the scary part as well for me as a United fan because last week I was hopeful. My prediction was 3-0 to United. In the ninth minute, it went out the window. Like my hope just crashed, and that was it. So, uh man, I feel the players are to blame as well. Amorim as for his decisions, but also the players have to take the blame. To be honest, when I watched the Wolves game, they got sacked last game, right? They got whacked, right? But this weekend's game, they put up a fight and they managed to get a draw with the same players doing the same thing. United don't have European football. We train the whole week. We are fresh. We are so fresh, right? And we have world class players being fresh. That is mad that we can't perform at the highest of levels. And okay, fine, fair enough. You want to say the system does not suit you, then don't be a footballer, man. You got to expect to be able to play in different systems or in different positions because that's what being a footballer is. I'm not asking you to become a cyber security officer or I'm not asking you to become a banker right now. You are kicking the ball with your damn legs, probably sometimes with your hands if you're a keeper. So I don't know. I was so distraught. I From the 9 minute, I immediately told the boys I'm going to bed because I had something going on the next day. Um. So yeah, I've yeah. That's that's how I'm feeling right
Okay,
now.
just for some context for the viewers, right? Why he wanted to go to bed at 7:30 is because in Australia it was actually 9:30. Almost 10 o'clock already. That's the context. Not 7:30 he went to sleep in Singapore, okay? um okay, my thing is this, right? You know, whatever we complimented United for doing during the Chelsea game, they did the exact opposite during this game. Which I do not understand, because you see, they came off the bat like, wow, so strong against Chelsea, got them the red card, like dominated like up half of the game and stuff. Then this week, right, like, I cannot tahan this like on and off switch, which this player seems to have. Like they will just turn up for a certain game, but the next game, they will just like, they were losing all 50-50s. And they were shell shocked the moment the first goal went in. But I tell you, that goal, right, is 1 in 1,000 goal. Okay? That goal was 1 in 1,000, but always have to happen against United. But so be it. We shouldn't be putting ourselves in a position whereby, right, we are getting battered by a set piece coach. Keith Andrews is their set piece coach, like telling people how to throw the ball in. And we knew from the get go that it's going to be like they're going to whack us on the set pieces and all that. It's normal, right? So we know. But, when you play Maguire as the last centre back, as in the middle centre back, right? It's like doomed to failure on. Because he's not fast enough. But actually, I kind of understand the reason why he would start him there because Maguire is very good with set pieces, right? To defend set pieces, to go for set pieces. But at the same time, like, why are you not starting Euro? Why is Luke Shaw playing? Okay, like I'm someone who was always like, I always support Amorim lah. Used like no not you used to like I do my best to support him, but at the same time, like the questionable decisions he's making to me, right, don't make sense. And to go back to your point, Mithiran, is he like doesn't want to be here? That's a question I ask myself. Some of his decision making is absolute nonsense. I do not
Horrible.
understand. It's horrible.
Horrible.
I do not understand. Like, okay. Then a lot of people will say, okay, we all wanting Kobe Minu to come and play. The third goal was his fault. Like, how can you blame on one player? Like, I do not blame the United's demise on Bruno, although he missed the penalty. I'm not blaming on one player. No, I'm just saying that it's a collective issue. Everyone is to be blamed, right? But I cannot pinpoint exactly where's the problem. That is a problem to me, lah. Because if you can pinpoint, right, we can solve it, right?
Yeah,
But we cannot pinpoint
exactly.
what's the problem. Like, okay, like one time during the game, like Mason Mount was playing left back. Like,
Left
what
wing
is
back.
going
Yeah. Oh
on?
my god.
Like,
So
what's going on?
okay, I saw this, right. I think one of the sports channel, they were going through his formation and everything. Here's what I don't get, right. he is doing so much. He's okay. Basically, he's playing almost everyone out of position, right? And then from the game itself, you can see that every of our players has no positional discipline, right? Um, so they were showing how how he actually during the game itself he moved players instead of switching his formation. That thing, right? I truly do not understand. I get it. He wants to play his system, but here's my question to you guys, right? Do you think he has no adaptability? Because from that game itself, or not only that game, I've noticed it a few games. I feel that and up to today with the up and coming like to this to the previous to the last game, I feel like he has no adaptability, and that is an issue because you why won't you want to like counter someone's tactic? Isn't that the name of the game? Isn't that how football is played?
Yeah, yeah.
So
So,
I yeah.
yeah. Sorry. So, how will you? What would you have done here? Like, I'm just asking. Like, how do you think he could? What could he have done different?
So he could have changed his formation, or he could have changed the shape of the team, and he could have put the right players in the right place to get back that goal, or something
Mm,
like
mm,
instead of putting Mount at left wing back, for example. Okay,
mm.
fine. Maybe the guy can play there. Yeah, I get it. Like I said earlier, as a footballer, you have to adapt. I get it, but it's a game where you're already down and you're trying to catch back up, and you're trying to go for that win or you're trying to get that draw or whatever, and there's no like adaptability. Like you see, like we complain or we disagree with Pep's haram ball last episode, but he did that still. That shows that he's like like me. You said to a certain point you actually respect that because it shows that he's he's doing something. Like,
Yeah. Mm.
but it seems like Amorim is not doing anything. It's like, for example, like like playing football manager, right? And then you already set your position. Then instead of just countering the opponent, you just take player, you put drag, drop, drag, like that. That's it. And I
Yeah.
just I can't understand.
The thing is here, right? You are called a manager, and it stems from the word manage, right? So you need to manage, and you manage situations. I just feel like what you said, he's not adaptive enough. He's very stubborn. It's the same old formula. Is do or die. And in the English Premier League, especially in the Portuguese league, it worked lah. But the English Premier League, you need to adapt. Different teams have different they're going to set up in different ways. I just wanted to bring up the other angle of this whole thing. You guys were, I think, highlighted very well what happened after 2-0. I want to talk about what happened before 2-0. First goal, Maguire was trying to hold a line. We each said correctly, he's a very, very slow defender. He's very good in the air, but he's a very, very slow defender. So why was he the last man holding the line? And why did he try to play the offside trap by moving forward? These are questions that you need to answer, especially when you're so high up the pitch. Maguire holding the line is like you are asking for trouble in the ninth minute. I'm not talking about 85th minute. You're chasing a winner. No, I can understand. Ninth minute, Maguire
First,
holding the line.
sorry, Ish, I'm going to take this for a bit. First and foremost, right? Why are we playing so high in the first place?
Exactly.
It was too high, right?
Mm.
Second, I think it's the decision of the player itself. So, for example, Maguire was there. Instead of trying to play offside, why don't you just track back? Just run. I get it, you're slow, but why are you trying to play the offside, trying to hope that it's an offside? As someone who used to play as a defender, even if I know we are playing offside and I was the last man, I wouldn't take that risk. I would track back, right? And then the third one for me, Bayinde could have done better. He should have came out faster to close Igor down because the ball was bouncing.
The second one. You mean the second one?
The first goal, the Igor first goal.
Eagles first goal, the rocket.
The one that the counter. The
The
rocket,
counter,
exactly.
yeah.
You should have came out and tried to close. I get it. Even if he scored, but you at least doing something. He basically took one or two steps out and that's it. And
Yeah.
Igor took the shot so far away. Like, come out a bit more and like try to close that gap or whatever. And Maguire's decision, I feel that was wrong. Shouldn't have played the offside line or the offside trap. He should have just tracked back. Yeah, okay, maybe he would have lost. He will still be slow, but at least you're tracking back. You're putting that pressure on that striker. Now he knows he's onside. Whether the referee is going to put up his flag for offside or not, he's going to take that shot first, right? And then VAR will check and everything, and then he's through. So yeah, that's how I feel about that situation. Ish, sorry, go for it, man.
No, you're right. I mean, whatever you said, like the Maguire, then the keeper not coming out in time, and these are like rookie mistakes. It's amateur hour. I do not understand. Like you guys are getting paid what 200K a week, okay? And then your decision making is like that. Let's talk about Diego Dalot. Okay, this guy, he was playing the wing, right? Suddenly he runs into the middle when the play is on the right side. Do you see that clip? Or do you remember the exact point? And then it mounts to a goal. Like he has a brain of probably a 2-year-old lah. It don't make sense to me. Like we don't have a choice but to play him because Ahmad wasn't playing, correct? And when he plays, he's a liability. He does nothing right. And like, okay, I mean, one season he was our player of the year and stuff. But other than that, honestly, like he is an amateur. He's an amateur because, right, his decision making is absolute bullshit. The best game he had in his life was against Liverpool. When he was playing Alexander-Arnold, that side, he dribbled past him like 7-8 times or something like that, or something on the side. And he is a definition of switch on and off player. If he wants to, he can switch on. But whenever the game is like not a high profile game, right, he will switch off. And if that's the kind of players we have here, also not good.
So you go for it.
But the thing is, I don't want you here. If you on and off kind of guy, Luke Shaw is an on and off kind of guy, 100%. These two guys they are switch on and off. Bruno switch on and off his discipline for him being in the midfield, right? The Chelsea game, he did decent job. Okay, I'm disciplined enough. Then next week, he's not disciplined enough. So I see, like, as much as I want to blame everything on Amorim, right? But how I see this bunch of players, right? Like, they also have to take the blame. They have to take the fair share of their blame. Because they are doing nothing week in, week out, right? Can you believe it, right? We have not won a back-to-back game since January. It's embarrassing, It's so embarrassing. And I'm telling you, this is relegation form, And here's the thing. I have been defending Amorim, right, for all the what ifs, I realize I have to stop because life is not led in what ifs. Like even like this season, what if we had scored against Arsenal? What if, right, the Bruno Fernandes penalty against Fulham went in? What if the penalty against Brentford went in? How many times do I want to live in what ifs? Honestly, like, if today you are not going to adapt, honestly, you can go. I'm fine. I'm fine with him leaving because to me, I'm not a fan of Amorim. I'm a fan of my club. I care about United more than anything else. I do not care about who is the one managing my club. Obviously, it will matter to have a manager who has the good sense of play style and all this. But I've seen nothing. Your win percentage is what, 30-something%? Okay. And then he comes out with a quote saying, when the system is working, no one say anything. When is it working? What, 33% of the time? Then they say if we win the game, they say the system is not an issue. If we don't win a game, yeah, system becomes an issue. When have we won the game? When? Like 8 games, 9 games in the Premier League you win. What are you talking about? It's like you're talking out of your ass, But today, right, I'm telling you, right, there's 2 scenarios that might happen moving forward. November 1st, his clause cost 1 year, right? They don't have to pay him so much. And then they might fire him. But the stance from Ineos, right, is that we are not going to fire him. We're going to stick to him. We're going to give him the season. But I'm telling you, if he loses the game against Sunderland, we are confirmed going to lose against Liverpool. That's a given. That then becomes, right, 2 wins out of 6 games, 8 games. That is relegation form, And to be honest, this year, the teams that came from the championship, right, they are way stronger than the last year ones, bro. So there is a chance, if we carry this on, right, we get relegated. And this is not even far-fetched,
I got a strong feeling, or I know we might not win against Sunderland, bro. Like
I have a bad feeling.
Sunderland's defense, watching Sunderland's play with their keeper being so on fire right now. I don't see us winning against Sunderland, to be honest. Like, no matter who you put, right? And I can guarantee you, Sunderland had European football or they were playing some other game in midweek or whatever, they'll turn up and they'll whack us. Like, looking at the way United play, It was horrible. It was truly horrible. There was no sense. There was no football sense. There was nothing. Like you had two or three players trying their best to do something, and then everyone else just crumbled. I feel I feel Dalu and Shaw should just stop being footballers. Go and sell insurance or go and sell something else. Do something else. Sell property agent. A lot of former footballers become property agents, right? Go sell property or whatever. Just do something else, man. Like they should stop. And yeah, it was just it was nothing, man. It was nothing. I was watching other games and other games were exciting me more, whether it was low scoring or not. It was the type of football that they were playing. It was the type of understanding that they had with each other. We had managers who just came into the squad, and the team is playing like as if they had that manager for forever. Like I just yeah, I don't get it. I wanted to ask you guys though before we move on. Should Bruno stop taking penalties?
Yes,
Um.
100%
Okay.
already.
So
Yeah.
okay, I think we had this issue at Arsenal with Aubameyang also. He missed a couple. You see, bro, the thing is penalties, right? Is honestly there's a bit of skill involved, but it's a bit of lottery. It's a bit of lottery, lah. It really depends on a bit of luck and everything. So there's skill that you can use to push the percentages towards you. But his percentage is very good if you look at the larger sample size. It's just the last two London he missed it. I'm not going to
But
put
like,
so much.
but like, don't you think like this is exactly how I feel as well? If you want someone, okay, like taking penalties, right? You have to have consistency in taking them. If you don't let someone else take it, and Bruno is the only one who takes it, when Bruno is no longer around and someone has to take it, it's like training, like if you don't take it during that kind of situation, you will never know how it feels, right? So like I feel like someone should step up and take over, and Bruno has to bloody grow up. You know why? As someone who is playing international football, playing on a World Cup stage, being the captain of United, you have to know how you feel. I can guarantee you he didn't feel at his best, but yet he will still take it because he thinks it's his responsibility. It's like, but that doesn't mean that you can't give it to someone who you know also can do it. As a captain, you have to be able to know how you feel as well, and have someone else take it if you don't feel like that great. If you're under pressure, you cannot take that pressure. You cannot like, there's is that critical. Then why not pass it to someone? Let others take it and see how it goes. I mean, at the end of the day, what Ish said is right. Enough of what ifs. Um, the penalty was a miss anyways. So yeah, I mean, it was just a bad game for me.
Do you guys think it was a
Guys,
red card though?
sorry.
Do you guys think it was a red card?
It's a raid. It's a raid. It's a raid. It
What
has
nonsense
to be a raid.
what nonsense they talking?
There
I
was
don't understand.
there was no intention to play the ball at all. That his only thing there was to prevent the goal. So that's a raid lah. That's a raid. I mean, let's
I
get that
believe
out.
it's a raid as well.
Yeah, let's just
But
get
I
it
also
straight.
don't want to hypothetical what if it's a
Yeah.
raid we win the game. But then why are we in their position in the first place against Brentford?
If it's a raid, you would have gotten your wish, Ish. 10 men.
Correct. Then Popo win. I told you what. We just need to play 10-man teams.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
You were saying, mate.
Mate, sorry.
So,
yeah.
guys, I'm quite surprised we haven't spoken about this guy yet. Altai Baindia. This guy, okay. They knew that Onana was not going to be the one, right? So they decided to get Lemons, and Amorim is not. There's not a full confidence in Lemons to start a Premier League game, which is fine because he's new, he's from Royal Antwerp and all this. That's fine. This Altai Baindia guy is bad, guys. Okay, I'm being very nice here. Bad. He is
You don't
bad.
have to be.
He
You don't have
does
to be,
the
bro.
same mistakes again and again and again. Against Burnley, he pushed the same ball into the center, into the middle, and they equalized. Jaden Anthony, if
Don't
I'm not wrong.
understand.
That
Really.
game, the second goal, brother, you might as well just allow the ball just go in. You do the same thing again and again and again.
Yeah.
I don't know whether should I blame him? But you're a professional footballer,
Oh, you
bro.
have
You're
to
a
blame.
goalkeeper.
You have to
You are
blame
a
him, bro.
goalkeeper. I can't come out here and say, never mind, maybe you're not good enough or what. But this guy, he just doesn't make the cut. And the problem with bad goalkeepers, right, is that they actually start you on the back foot from the minute go. And it's very
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
to
yeah.
recover, especially at the away ground, Brentford. So, with respect to your question, right, Ish, you know why we are not really talking about that red card and potential red card? We didn't even talk about it till the end of this whole session. No? You know why? Because there were so many other glaring issues that you, both United fans, didn't felt that we can't possibly go in and looking into that when we have to look at ourselves in the mirror first. And one of them is actually Altai Baindia. He does the same thing again and again and again, and it's terrible. It's really terrible.
So on this like buying this issue, right? I still stand by what I say. I still don't get why Lemons the new keeper is not he's not starting, right? Sander Lemons should be starting irregardless whether he's from Royal Antwerp or he's from the Belgian league or like he plays for Geylang United or whatever. He should start. Binde is so horrible. And United is known or has a history of amazing and great goalkeepers. But we will have that one goalkeeper, right, who will put the ball through his legs and then the goal and puts in a goal and concedes a goal. And Binde is going to be the next guy. And I don't get as a second choice. Okay, I get it, but for you to start him, that's fine because sometimes you got to give confidence, like okay, give your players a chance or whatever. But seeing those mistakes and then still not deciding to put him back to being a second choice, that is that's to me that's on Amorim, and I still stand by what I said again. Lemon should start, and you should give him a run of games because you're already out of the cup, bro. Right? If you are going to put him against Liverpool or you're going to put him against Chelsea or you're going to put him against like Man City and all this, that's worse. You are going up against Brentford next game, Sunderland. If he doesn't start, then yeah, I see us really like going bad, like even worse than how I'm already feeling right now. So
But do you think we should have gotten someone like, as much as I know you don't really like him as a footballer, Martinez from Villa? Do you think he would have steadied this ship right now? I honestly, my take is this: he would definitely be the starting goalkeeper, which actually Amorim wanted. Amorim wanted Martinez to come in, right? But
yeah,
the management said that he's a bit older. The asking price is a lot higher. This sort of thing. But you see, today, right? If we had Martinez in goal, I'll tell you, right, we would have actually won at least half of our games. I'm not even joking. This is how I feel. Like hindsight is 2020 and all, right? But whatever. I genuinely feel right, Martinez would have changed this team as much of a shithouse he is.
I feel right. Any new blood who comes in, okay, this is we're talking about someone who is not like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old coming to the team. We are talking about someone who's actually internationally ready and is at an age where like his 20s going to mid 20s, right? To me, right, you have a new blood like this come in. If he's 16 years old, right, I understand. But this guy is not like serving his NS and like coming in into like the squad like as a youngster, like this guy could represent his country full on, man. Whether it was Martinez, whether I hate him or not, um to me it doesn't matter who came in. It could have been Donnarumma, it could have been Lemons, it could have been some whatever keeper from whatever league or whatever country or whatever. If he was good enough for you to sign, right? And he wasn't like 2 million or like he was like 20 plus million, bro. He wasn't
Right.
like a 500k player, no. He's like a 25 million.
He
Like
should start. He definitely
he
has to
has a
start.
value.
Yep.
Why not start him? Whether it was Martinez or whether it was Lemons or whether it was some other Donnarumma or whoever, He should be started. This guy hasn't played a game since coming in, and we got no cup games till FA Cup, which is like what, a few months down the road.
Hmm.
It's worrying. When else are you going to start this kid or this guy? So
Okay,
yeah. So yeah.
okay, guys. Now the question: Amorim in or out?
I mean, for me, it's outside I'm in lah. You know,
Obviously, yeah.
but but honestly, I think the sad part is, let me tell, I was talking to one of my United friends. You know, we used to bicker like so badly, fight, argue, and all. Reached a point, right, where now we are like talking about how to improve United together. That actually shows that how much United have actually fallen off. And I I'm sad because this used to be a rivalry. I grew up during my growing up I hated Manchester United. They made my childhood miserable. And I mean miserable. I hated them. They gave me so much of
That's
tears.
true though.
And this is a giant in English football, you know.
Yeah.
And to see them become like this is sad. It's really sad because now like they don't pose any threat. They go into games, most probably they're going to lose, or maybe they'll get a draw, like what Ish was saying, 10 men then get a win. The state of affairs is very, 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 very sad. So for me, is Emery, he does okay lah. Being neutral, I think he has to go lah. He has to go. 70th minute penalty, you are looking down at the floor, brother. It's a Premier League game, brother. Okay, don't look down at the floor. You know how people cuss Arteta. How come you are out of the technical area? You know, that guy gives his max, and it kind of spreads to the players. When you look at the players will look at you, they'll be looking at you, and when they look at my manager looking down at the floor, they'll be like, huh? Like, that means what is done? That we can't do anything. Like, you don't feel anybody with confidence, and once you lose confidence, I think it's time to go.
I mean, I totally agree. Like, there are some managers who do that, right? Like, they don't watch the penalties, or they don't, they're not like, they're worried about all these kind of situations, and I understand that's a person to me, like that's how his character is, right? But decision wise, I think he has to admit his mistakes. I think he has to take it. He has to take responsibility. Um, I'm still gonna stick by. I mean, with regards to your question, Amorim in or out, I will still stick with my 10 games. I think this Brentford game showed me that my feeling, like my thinking of giving him 10 games is right for me personally. Like, I think after these 10 games, if nothing changes, you have my answer. I mean, I think after game week 10, you don't have to ask me anymore if United continues losing. That's where I stand with this. So yeah, that is how I feel about this. What about you, Ish? What do you think? What do you still think? You love our you love our manager.
No, but I think I reached a point where it's a bit sad to say, but I reached a point whereby I think he has not shown me anything. He has not given me a reason. He has not changed things up, which I thought he would. And for all those reasons combined together, I think I am Amorim out right now.
Ooh, gotta do it quick. Sometimes you gotta do it quick.
Because like
You know?
I told you guys, right, like the cost of, like, let's say you're on a wrong train, right? The cost of getting home gets higher and higher the longer you wait.
Yeah.
If we're on the wrong train. So I think if we are on the wrong train, it's that we have to get off quick.
We have to jump off. Yeah,
We
you're
have to
right.
jump off. But I suspect that this Ineos, right, like, because they came in second month, they fired Ten Hag, bring this guy in, right, for their ego's sake, right, to say that I'm not Salah, right, they might keep Amorim, but that might lead us
Yeah.
to become relegated. But who knows, right? I mean, the thing is, I would say I'm Amorim out, right, but if he proves to me over the next 4 games, right, Heikel, like game 10, right, 10 game week, right, if he shows to me that he can change, he can adapt, I will back him. You know me, I'm the kind of guy, like, I will back my manager until I can, but as of today, you have given me nothing for me
Yeah.
to back you. And I have really thought about this, calm down over the last few days, and I realized that I was in love with the what if, but when in fact I should be looking at the reality of the situation. Upon that, I've come to my conclusion that for now, I am Robert Amorim out simply because he has given me no reason to believe.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we've got to be fair. We are reviewing everything, every club. So Brentford, guys, let's talk about Brentford. What an amazing show they put. They came out gunning for they weren't just sitting back. They were really gunning to, just as like every other clubs who now faces United does lah. It's nothing much United can do. But I felt Brentford did a very good job. I think they came out from the get go. They started putting pressure and then got the goal. And I think both goals they got before that last goal was so well deserved.
Yeah.
I don't know what do you guys feel?
Impressive, man. Super impressive. Because, I was thinking about it, right? We come from clubs where we are given shiny new toys every summer. And then we go into the new season, with our toys, and then we are ready, and then, we are happy and elated. On the other side, right, are clubs like Brentford, where they lose their prized assets every summer.
Exactly. Oh my god. Yeah.
And as a fan, how draining it must be. But even then, they pull through and they perform this way against Chelsea. They got a draw. Against you guys, they got a win. It's so inspiring. And Brentford is not a club that has got very rich history in the top flight of English football. No. They're very new to the English football, and to stay in the top flight and perform like that, I'll be extremely proud if I was a Brentford fan. Honestly, very, very proud. Lose your prized assets, new manager, lose your manager. Spurs took Thomas Frank. And even then, produce this kind of football, which was good, was effective, and was structured. You should be proud, man. So proud. That's football.
Yeah.
So brilliant, brilliant. I thought they were brilliant.
What about you, Ish?
United is capable of bringing any team back in form lah. So that's about it. Like anyone who plays us
Yeah.
suddenly become informed. Like we play City, suddenly City damn good, then start scoring. So it's like I think it's a miracle, United. Like we can bring all the other teams in the Premier League back in form lah. So nothing else to say already lah.
Yeah. I mean, Igor did very well. I think that game he took his chances superbly. I felt they were just very clinical. They didn't waste what they were given. And then they held us pretty well. I think they held United pretty well.
Well deserved
For
win. Well deserved.
well deserved win. And it's not like it wasn't like a 1-0 scoreline. 3-1 is superb, I think. So yeah, man. I think that's what I have for this game. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. Another 3 or 1-3 scoreline. Let's go move over to Chelsea versus Brighton. Guys, what
Yes.
happened there, guys? Huh?
2 weeks in a
What
row,
happened?
Chelsea got red carded.
The Seagulls took a right shit lah on Chelsea.
Weeks. Talking about the red card, since we're already on this topic. Just this is exactly why I feel that Mbuemo getting pulled should have been a red, because Chaloba did the same thing lah.
Oh.
Right? Chaloba did the same
Essentially,
thing, and then he pulled,
Yeah.
and he got the he got the red, right? But Brighton weren't they down first? I think Chelsea.
They were
were
losing 1-0. Enzo scored
They-
first, right? Yeah.
That was a pretty amazing display of football to come back from 1-0 down at Stamford Bridge.
Oh, Danny,
Danny
Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck. Oh
Yeah.
my god. I mean, you gotta give United credit, Noah.
Yes, let's.
You got to give Arsenal credit also.
Oh shit!
Arsenal.
You're right.
Arsenal.
You're right. But I wanted to ask you guys something. This week's matches, I've noticed a lot of mix and match of like referee decisions, right? The Mbuemo incident, this Chaloba. There are a few in other games that I've noted down as well. There was one incident in this game where Joey Veltman was clearing the ball, and he got the ball first, and then I think he's while clearing the ball, I think Enzo also went in and he got studded by. Do you guys feel that should be a cut or that should be a foul or an offense.
Which one?
For me,
Joey Veltman, he was clearing the
Ah,
ball, and
yeah.
then because you're in the motion, how you going to stop?
How
And
to
then
stop?
another
yeah,
player comes in, right? Another
Yeah,
player comes
yeah.
in. So I think it was Enzo who came in, and then he got
Oh,
started or something, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Joey Veltman got the ball first. I felt it was clean. He got to the ball earlier. He was faster. He cleared the ball. The ball was away, and then Enzo came in. So I don't know. I felt it wasn't a foul, but he got a yellow for it. Didn't just get a. They didn't. Chelsea didn't just get a free kick. They got he got a yellow. I feel these are the decisions that actually can cause a game.
yeah. You're
So
right. You're right.
I mean, do you guys think it should be a foul?
Mm,
I don't know.
for me, right, I just feel it's two issues lah. Consistency and application. I think the rules are there, right? The rules are there and everything. But these referees, right, their application of the rules in real life scenario, right, is just so inconsistent. So I can give you one example. I'll talk about it during the Arsenal Newcastle game, but I can give you one example from last week, and there's a complete polar opposite this week. And what it does right to the game that it reflects so badly on the game because you two games are refereed to in the same issue is actually given two different outcomes, and that's the reason why you have VAR. VAR is used to actually improve your refereeing decisions, right? It's used to help the referees, right?
Yeah.
But if you do not use VAR properly, it becomes a double-edged sword. It harms you because it actually destroys the game because you are actually going to the monitor to make decisions that are going to actually destroy the game, whether it's a red card, a penalty, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Which is why they gave a thing that they will send you to the screen if it's a clear and obvious error. Now, what is a clear and obvious error? Because nowadays everything looks like a clear and obvious error and they're being sent to the screen. Correct?
Yep.
So I just my plea is this. Don't just let the game go and let the referee ref the game. If he makes a clear and obvious error, so be it. Get the VAR on board. The VAR now, what it's doing is that it's actually micromanaging. It's re-refereeing the game, and that is where problems are arising. I feel, and with technology is good. Technology is used to improve your competency. But if technology is not used in the correct way, it actually makes you less competent, because what you do is you become reliant on technology and your skill set and your core skills drop off. This is what is happening to the English referees in this league. I'll be upfront with you. That's why none of them went to the World Cup. It's not a surprise, right?
Yeah.
At the World Cup, to be selected for the World Cup, you are all judged all across the world. The referees are judged according to a certain matrix. None of these guys made it to the World Cup. So this multi-billion-dollar league has got referees who are subpar. I'm not saying this because of Arsenal. I'm really not. I'm saying this because the game that I love is being constantly eroded by absolutely ridiculous decisions. The Veltman one was one of it. The other one I wanted to talk, Gusto on Minte. He didn't see Minte on his blind side.
Yeah.
How can you not give that as a penalty?
That's the
Correct? Correct. How can you not give that? But the Veltman one, you gave a yellow card. Unbelievable.
Card,
Look at that.
Yeah.
In just a match, you made two polar opposite decisions. As fans, we are scratching our head. Brighton fans going nuts. Yes, they got the 3 points. If they didn't get the 3 points, they
It will be a
complete
different
story.
Exactly.
Correct? That's all I have to say about referees. I'm going to talk about them later during the Arsenal game, but this is what my take is. Like, they just are not competent.
Yep. But amazing victory for Brighton. I feel scoring in the the third quarter, going to the final quarter of the game, 77 minute, 90th minute, 92 minute, and then 90 plus 10 minutes of extra time.
Insane.
That was
wow.
insane. They didn't give
and
up.
the goals were nice also, that Danny Welbeck goals.
Yep. So I think that's nothing much about Chelsea.
Well deserved by
Shout out to Jacobo Minte. Boys on me on fire. Yeah, very, very good.
He's class. He's just class. He's just class. Speedy, good,
Yeah.
and performs every week. He's like like players like Semenyo and all performing every week in, week out, and yep, something that I think United's players
Bro,
are missing.
anyways, this Brighton, they are really like there's one more player that came in from MLS. He scored a hat trick like a few days back. He's the guy to watch out for. I forgot his name. I don't know whether you guys are watching, if you
Cooper.
guys know who I'm talking about. That
Oh,
guy, do you see the hat trick? The one he scored like a volley from the outside and inside.
Maxim
He scored like
Kuiper.
no.
You're talking
Are
about
you-
Brighton's player, is it?
You're talking about the
Brighton.
League Cup game, right? The League
The
Cup
League
game.
Cup game.
He's got the
So,
6
right.
the 6-0.
Yeah. He scored a
Yeah,
hat trick in that game. So that guy, I'm telling you, right, is the next big thing, though. Like, I don't want to even hype him up, but
Max
honestly, like,
Weaver?
no, wait, I find for you.
I don't know who. Diego Coppola?
I think-
Coppola?
He was from the MLS. That's
Oh,
all I
dear,
know.
Gomez.
Gomez, yes. He
Diego
scored 4
Gomez.
goals, Diego Gomez. bro.
Yeah.
He scored
Diego
4 goals.
Gomez.
Ridiculous, bro.
Mm.
It's ridiculous. He scored 4 goals, So he is,
Yeah.
I think he's the up and coming guy for them. So watch out for when he starts playing in the Premier League. I think they're going to introduce him soon.
Chelsea will buy him.
crazy.
Confirm.
They'll just buy.
Yeah. When in
Were
doubt.
you guys, were you guys surprised though? How Chelsea crumbled towards the end. Like I wasn't. I expected Brighton to score one, but I didn't expect them to win. But I knew they put up a fight the whole game, so I wasn't really surprised that Chelsea crumbled. But I didn't expect them to like lost it.
Yeah,
No, but this Perez
No,
guy,
I
he
think-
seems to lose it every time they go to 10 men. Like,
Right.
he goes crazy, yeah.
My God,
He admitted it also. He admitted
Yeah.
it during his press
He goes
conference.
crazy. Mad, he's a mad guy.
This game after the crazy guy.
He admitted it. He said that I have to learn. I'm not used to it. I have to learn. And then I was thinking to myself, brother, before you finish learning, you will already be sacked. You don't know how it works around here.
But I got to give some positive to Chelsea. I was watching Estevao, and that kid excites me, man. He doesn't look like he came from a Brazilian league. He looks so natural. He beat I think he beat one of the defenders on the byline, went through the legs, ran through, and then he was just a bit unfortunate. I think he's got a link up more with all the other players, because as of right now I see him beating players and trying to take the shots more. But I can understand, you want to kind of score a lot of goals and stuff. But I can, if he can link up with like João Pedro and some of the other players, like maybe Neto, because Neto is always looking for him, but he's not really like, but he's very good on the ball. So I think
They
that's
miss
a positive
Palmer lah,
and
boys. They miss Palmer lah. And also, I tell you, I don't know whether you guys noticed this, right? The last 2 games, right? Caicedo didn't really have the best of the game. Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's a combination of Caicedo and Palmer not playing.
He had an all. I mean, he had
Okay
he's
game
just
lah.
been all right. Yeah.
But I feel like every time like Caicedo has a monster game, right? Chelsea sure win. Or Palmer has like, it's either or, like it's either him
Yeah.
or Palmer like dominate the proceeding.
I wanted to ask you boys, what do you guys think of Andre Santos? The centre mid or the
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys, right? I watched him play a bit, right? I don't think he can cut it, man.
Not yet lah. I mean, still very new, right, to the league. So I think it will take at least half a season to get used to the physicality of the league. I think that's something he likes, major. But he has he good touches, like the passing range is alright. I think it's just a matter of time. I mean, this boy came from the Brazil league and he's pretty young also, I think, Andre Santos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Estevao,
very
the
young.
thing is, right, when
think
you're playing in the middle of the park versus playing in the wing is a bit different, lah, I feel like. Like the skill set required.
my
Like
God.
one, you can outpace. Yeah.
But remember when we had someone who came in as a winger and then he got trashed, bro, the first few
Anthony,
games. If you remember who? No, bro. Fuck Anthony, man. Cristiano
Came in.
when he first came in.
Cristiano.
He was
Yeah.
wrecked on the wings, bro. He got wrecked.
Yeah.
Bloody dribbling and stumbling on the ball. But but Esteban, I think he's doing a great job. I think Chelsea can still be positive because these red cards, right, are killing them. But if they don't have red cards, right, like I feel Reece James is leading the team well. Neto is doing well. I think João Pedro is so dangerous as well.
Yeah.
And players like Estevao, and they have like Bino Gittens,
Neto.
so I don't know.
Pedro
And
Neto.
Neto is so good. So I think it was just a hiccup this game. But
Definitely.
it was a hiccup, right?
You know
Yeah,
what's
definitely
insane to
for me
me?
it's a hiccup and yeah.
Spending so much money, you're still not having a striker.
And
They don't have a number
centre
9.
backs also.
They injured.
Who is it? Delap.
No,
Rory Delap.
they left, but they brought
No.
Mark Gui back.
Liam. No, Rory, bro. Rory was the throwing merchant, bro.
sorry.
No, but
Stoke
they-
City
they-
me came out.
the-
Sorry, guys.
The funny thing is they have Mark Gui, right? But they're not using him, so I don't know.
Mark Gui.
He-
Mark Gui, the Sunderland
Gui.
he was sent
Yeah.
on loan. Yeah.
They recall him back from the loan before the season even started, or is it before? I think after the first game.
Nicolas
And they're not
Jackson
using-
also
I don't know,
kena.
yeah. So I don't know. I guess they
No lah.
expected Delap to be fit,
If you ask me, I think it's a hiccup and all's good. Chelsea, all's good. Nothing to worry about. Okay, don't think about all these hiccup only. All right.
Yeah,
This Saturday, brothers. This Saturday, you guys will do the job. I'm pretty sure. Maresca's Blue Army all the way. Hiccup only. Okay.
They playing who?
Liverpool. Okay.
Now,
No, yeah.
now, wow. Before that, shall we predict Chelsea versus Liverpool? What do you guys think? What's going to happen? Is it at Stamford Bridge?
Stamford
Yeah,
Bridge.
Stamford Bridge.
Ooh.
Chelsea's gonna get cucked like 2-3-0 lah.
I'm gonna say 2-0 Liverpool.
I say 3-0 Liverpool. 3-0.
Ooh, okay, there you have it.
I'm going
prediction.
2-1 Chelsea.
Aiyo.
Nice.
Now the
Nice.
Lion.
So,
Yeah, I'm
what-
going to
This week.
I'm going to
one
watch
side,
Chelsea.
one side
Oh,
eagle, one side lion.
Lion, bro.
You guys see the back of my screen, right? I'll paint the whole thing blue and then I'll do that celebration, okay? All right, Chelsea, keep the faith. All right, let's do it.
Talking about
Chelsea.
Chelsea hosting Liverpool next week. Let's go on to the next game. Another surprise. Palace versus Liverpool. 2-1. How do we feel about that game, guys? I know Maddie is going to be... he would have loved to be here to be talking about
Yeah.
this.
It wasn't
But,
a surprise though, Heikel, to me, It wasn't really a surprise. Like I told you guys, right?
Yeah.
Like the prediction was like it's either 1-1 or like Palace gets a cheeky something out of it. Because the Palace
Yeah.
team, right, bro, like they played in the Community Shield, correct? Then they lost. Do you remember Liverpool
Yeah.
lost to Palace in the Community Shield?
Yeah.
Something
They lost
about
to
them,
2-1,
right? 2-1 at Wembley. Was it Wembley? Yeah. So something about
Yeah.
this Palace side, right, just makes them so hard to break, It makes them very
Yeah.
hard to break. And like somehow all teams, right, will go there and suffer one, especially Sellers Park. These guys, right, I tell you, this 3-4-3 that this Glasner is playing, right, it's a very counter-attacking 3-4-3, right? It's very different to Ruben's 3-4-3 versus he, but it's very effective. And if you notice, first half, right, Liverpool almost, Alisson's kept them in the game, man.
That exactly.
Alisson kept them. I tell you, right, it would have been a massacre, if not for him, It would have been a 3-0 or 4-0 first half,
So I felt if Mateta was more clinical, if they had a world-class striker, I'm not saying Mateta is not world-class, but if they had someone else, whoa, I tell you, it'll be 4 goals past Alisson, but Alisson kept them in. I agree with you, bro. Yeah.
Kept him in. But that second half they came out, they started playing very well. If you guys remember, like Liverpool
Yeah.
started playing well, but there came a time where you just know that like they would take a draw from the game. That's how I felt. Like usually Liverpool, right? We were just talking about last week, right? Where how we know they're going to score the goal. But that game felt like, okay, a draw would feel like a decent result here. That day lah.
Yeah.
But obviously that being said, they considered by none other than Mark Gahey with the assist to Eddie Boy.
Yeah.
Eddie
My
Boy with the phone
my
call.
boy Eddie.
Eddie
My
Boy
boy.
with the phone call.
Before Meat talks about talks about the game, call your Eagle Meat first before you.
The Eagle is having his rest, bro. The eagle, the problem with my eagle, right, is that the eagle is already at home, so he's resting. But the thing is that the eagle is telling me that he wants to see blue color. He likes blue. So
Oh
I think
damn.
we need to get that blue in this weekend, and then the eagle will be out in full flow. But anyway, shout out to Crystal Palace. They were awesome, and I think you guys perfectly spoke about them, and credit to them. I want to talk about Liverpool.
Let's do
Liverpool
it.
have been, in my opinion, they have been riding their luck. And they have been riding their luck for a long, long time. And the problem about luck, right? Luck usually gets caught out after a while. All right. I'm not saying Liverpool is not a good team. Definitely not. They're the champions, right? And they're league leaders. Now also they're leading the league. But their defense has been sus all year round, bar the Arsenal game. All year round, all the games so far, their defense has been sus. And they kind of got caught. Frimpong was ball watching, let Eddie alone, and Eddie finished it. Kirkes, poor clearance. I'm not sure why he didn't go for the other leg. Use his stronger one. He cleared it with his left, throw in, and it went in. I don't know what Anislot was complaining to the fourth official about. There's nothing wrong with the goal at all. Maybe offside.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
a timing. It's a
But
timing. They overplayed, bro. Like it was
the
96
timing,
minutes, the goal went
or
in. Yeah. I
okay.
think
So he
it
was
was
not
96 minutes, then they scored in 1 minute later. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that, and Konate got smoked by Mateta as well. All right, and I love
Mehdi
Konate.
was saying,
I really like him.
M-
Yeah, he was literally
Mateta.
on the floor, bro. He was on the floor. Mateta brought him down to the floor. But there's one player I want to talk about, because if any of our club had $100 million spent, we will get bashed. Correct?
yeah,
Declan Rice, for
100%.
example, is close scrutiny. For United, whoever, Anthony or whatever. But Words has produced stinkers after stinkers after stinkers. I understand it's a new league. I understand. But Words has also got to understand his price tag is very, very high. I understand you cannot do anything about your price tag. But to not even produce anything.
Anything.
There was one ball that Dom
Mark Klok.
Sozabalai gave over the over the defense. It was a beautiful ball. Words was
Yeah.
running onto it. He hit it with no conviction at all. And like, I hope Words knows that in the Premier League is completely different compared to the Bundesliga. It's very physical. You're not going to get time. And I'm not being biased here. I'll say the same about Gyökeres as well. I'll say the same thing. But you're not going to get time. And my brother, you need to start producing, brother. Otherwise, people are going to scrutinize. We have to scrutinize because your price tag is such. And I feel that, like, I feel that that's the case, because your defense, Liverpool's defense has been poor. They have been leaking a lot of goals. And at the end of games, if the main highlight from your team or the man of the match of your team is your goalkeeper, then I just think it speaks volumes about the game that you have played.
Ellison is having a tough time keeping the score as low as possible. He is doing an amazing job. We got to give credit where credit due. I think Ellison is such an amazing keeper. I rate him so much, even before. So, but here's what I noticed during the game. We were talking about defending and we were talking about their attacking, and specifically Words, right? On the defending, I think Van Dijk has to stop with his aura defending. He has to like really stop it, because he's still doing that thing where he thinks that um his chi, or his I don't know, like I don't know, man, his chakra or something can suddenly the person suddenly scared and then like don't attack him. So like there was one issue where I think there was one moment where he was gonna go in and then he started to like backtrack and then thinking like he's okay, I'm gonna send my aura, like he's got to stop that. So Van Dijk has got to stop that. I think the defense is leaky. Konate is definitely very, very sus. Even though we mentioned this before, he's been linked with Madrid and everything, but I think Konate is so sus right now for Liverpool, and Liverpool is in a, I think, I personally feel they are in quite a dire situation, especially in their defense department. Now that Leone is going to be out, they found that he ruptured his ACL and stuff, so he's going to be out for, I think he's ruptured ACL. He's going to be out for a while, so they have to find something. They have to, I don't know, find a replacement or whatever, and figure out defensively what they're going to do, because Alisson can't keep doing that every game, and it was seen when Nketiah scored that goal. He can't save every balls. Another issue, I totally agree with you, mate. I think words has got to this issue with words has got to be addressed. Not because it's not only just because of his price tag, but this is totally not the words that I saw last season when he was playing for Leverkusen. Not in the German league only, in the Champions League, in European football, he was doing so well. He was doing so good. But it's just not been the same. His decision making is not there. We don't talk about physicality. It's definitely not there. Decision making is pretty bad. He should be passing the ball, but he takes the shot. He should be shooting, but he tries to cut back. And I don't know whether I feel it is the pressure of the price tag. Even though, for example, I think me and Maddie we spoke about this, and Maddie, he doesn't believe like the price tag is an issue for him. But I personally feel I think it's an issue because, dude, you are 150 million player, and that is going to affect you no matter what. And if the media, and you know how crazy the English media is, they're going to target you and they're gonna take shots at you. And so I feel this pressure is being controlled still by Slot right now. But there's got to be Liverpool fans has got to start understanding and start talking about this and like figuring out, because I feel Soboslai is doing a much better job than him there, being much more dangerous, pressing harder. He's physically there, and I don't understand why is it like other clubs will get scrutinized because we have 100 million player and they're not performing, but yet they're not scrutinizing words, and they're and Liverpool fans will say oh my god, Declan Rice are this and Anthony's like that or Maguire is like this, but then words
Do you
is
know why, bro? Do you
really
know why?
not doing
Actually,
great, bro.
I kind of figure out why. Okay, up until the last game, right? Liverpool has won all their games, correct? They
Exactly.
have won all the games, right? So when you are winning, right? Okay, you will not be questioned on. The only people who question are like the two like Liverpool fans. They're like, hey, actually we can do better. Why are we winning the game at the last minute and stuff? But when you are winning, right, all these things, right, you performing, not performing, right, kind of gets brushed aside a bit more because now you're buying time, right? You're buying a bit more time for yourself. But what happens is, if Liverpool they lost this game, right, and if they were to lose the game against Chelsea, okay, and then performs like this again, right, that's when the sting will come in. Hey, how come like that? How come like pay so much but like that? So it's like by them winning all this while, right, they like kind of bought time. But now that Isak is here, the higher price tag, he is gonna take the pressure more than Florian is gonna take, because the higher the price tag, the higher the expectation, right? So Isak, when he comes in, like now that he's here and he's gonna start games because AKTK got the red card, right? But I think he's back again next week anyways. What's gonna happen is people are gonna talk about Isak more than words. Or in fact, not talk at all, because if they keep winning, right, who's gonna question you? Yeah, it's 008, 009, so. But if I'm at the top of the table, what are you gonna say? Of course we can be better, but they will have that say, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm sure
For sure,
like
definitely.
real Liverpool fans, like some of them actually do feel that, hey, this guy is taking a bit long to adapt. But that being said, Gravenberch didn't have a good first season, if you guys remember. And
That's
under
true
Klopp,
though.
he underutilized. But
That's
I
true.
think
Yeah,
Florian will come good because he's a player of high quality. I genuinely think he will come good, but it's
yeah.
a matter of whether he can impact the season, like this season or not. Because what they are going for is, it's Lot's proper first season with all his signings. So first
Yeah.
is his guy. So it's a matter of that lah. So I think he will come good, but it's just a matter of when and not how. I think he will come good. I
The
think so lah.
the the positives I can take from this is that Slot still trusts him to use him still.
Correct.
So I feel like that will help him in the long run. That will actually make him get used to the league even faster. And yeah, man. But I still will pressure Liverpool fans and
Yeah,
Liverpool.
rightly
I
so.
still
You
think
know
the
why?
price
Because they
tag.
will still they will
Yeah,
do that to us. Week in, week out, right?
yeah.
Like they will do that to us, the media will do that to us, they will do that to Arsenal. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's our right. It's our right to do it also, you know. So
And
Yeah.
two things can be right at the same time lah. Liverpool are top of the league, yes, and Florian Wirtz has been sticking up
No.
the patch. every week.
Yeah.
That's also true. So when you do football analysis, you have to take both into account, right? There's no reason why you should have different optics for different things. So I think, he might come good, and I think he'll come good. But till he comes good, we have to talk about how come he's not doing good, because that's what we have all been served, correct? So yeah,
Exactly.
And also I think he's being used and played in his kind of it is his natural position, isn't it? Like
The 10
playing just
yeah.
behind the striker. I think and that's his natural position. So I think the physicality or the pace of the the English Premier League, I think is really shocking for him a bit. I used to remember when I was watching Leverkusen play, he would have a lot of space. He would be able to take shots. He would be able to tread passes. But man, like I think I said this before. I think they've got to figure out how they want to use words and how he can be more effective. For Liverpool, because he got to understand the pace is so much different here. People are going to close you down, just like what Mid said. And he's got to realize that he's got to either bulk up, which Mehdi says it will never happen even in 1 year, or you got to figure something out, man. You as a player, it's your responsibility to get better as well. I feel no matter who you are, up to this day, my goal is still scoring many goals. So as a player, I think you have to take that responsibility as well. So I think I think words
No,
is
but don't worry
he will
lah,
do good,
Liverpool
but
fans. Yeah. Don't worry, because in 2 weeks in 2 game week time when you all play United, right? He will score his first goal. He will do his first
Oh my
assist, score his first goals, and
god,
then from then onwards, right, he will have the best season of his life. So
he's
don't
gonna
worry.
score a
We are
screamer. He's
capable
gonna
of
score a
correct.
screamer.
We are capable of bringing teams, bringing players, bringing coaches out of retirement and turning their form. So just don't worry. Wait until United game comes. Words will definitely spread. And words will definitely see. So just hold on 2 more game weeks.
Man. Okay, before we move on, enough about United, bro. Heart pain. But before we move on, I gotta give a shout out to Henderson. He was equally as
Ooh.
immense, equally as crazy as Ellison for
The
that game.
Gravenberg,
He
remember the
also
Gravenberg
kept
shot?
shot. He
Insane.
actually also kept Palace in the game. So gotta give a shout out to Henderson. And of course, Crystal Palace backline was crazy. Only that last laps where Liverpool scored, I think that was the only kind of mistake they made. But their transition in attack, crazy. Palace transition, all the balls went over or going like threaded, all go through. Broke Liverpool's defense. So I hope to see more I hope to see more exciting football from Palace. I think they're also an exciting team to watch. But yeah.
Guys, what
Anything
if
else, guys,
Palace win
for
the
this
league?
game?
What if Palace win the league?
Why
They're
not?
the
It could be
they're
like
the
Leicester.
they're the only undefeated team, you know.
Oh my god, yes, that's right.
They're the
Yes,
only
they're the only
undefeated team. What
undefeated
if,
team
right, it
left.
They are
becomes
the
like a Leicester?
last unbeaten team.
Hmm?
Fairy tale
Mithiran,
story. Why
how
not?
would you
I
feel?
mean,
Yeah.
If they win the
Bro,
league?
then just
I
what to do?
I think it's
Nothing, bro.
hey,
Just
ultimate.
just
if
continue
that's the
with
case,
whatever.
if that's the case, Mitra have to buy 2 eagle already, bro.
Bro, if that's the
Two.
case, I will. Bro, if that's
I
the
think
case, I'll
Further will lose
become
it
an
lah.
eagle, bro. I will lose it. I will just go like what?
I
Okay,
hereby identify as an eagle lah.
let's talk about Mid's favorite team, beloved team. Newcastle 1, Arsenal 2 at St James Park. Our prediction was, who got it right? I
Draw.
think someone got it. Did
No,
you get it
it's
right? Mid?
no 0-0-1-1-2-2. I remember.
Oh,
You predicted
1-2-2.
2-2, I
Yeah.
predicted 1-1.
All
Yeah.
draws.
Yeah. Wow. So
Yeah.
I feel there was a lot of controversy during the game.
A lot. Way too
But
many, man.
off the bat, Newcastle's mud rapes, especially Joe Linton. What first minute the foul on Saka? I was like, wow, this is it. This is gonna be a crazy match. How
This guy's a thug
how
lah.
do you guys feel, man? On
This guy's a
I'm
how do you
like,
nonsense
guys feel
lah.
about
first-
the game?
I'm like first and foremost, right? Mikel Arteta, thank you so much. You played Eberechi as a number 10, where he should be played and where he thrives.
Yeah.
And he thrived. Okay, thank you very much. Number 2, I thought we started out the game very well. I thought we were very good. We actually were sharp. Eze was taking shots from outside the box. Pope was making saves after saves after saves. I was very, very
Saka
happy.
also was dangerous.
Yes, Saka was on it.
Yeah.
He was on it. He was
Yeah, he
taking
was
burn
very
on,
dangerous as well.
and he was burning burn. Excuse the pun, but he was burning burn.
Hmm.
And then Gyökeres also was very his anticipation and all was good. So I thought we were very good, but the goal that we conceded was a bit of a sucker punch. I thought Gabriel was extremely weak for the goal. There's no way there's a foul on Gabriel. So he was extremely weak. After that, we kind of fizzled out. We kind of like were trying to get our feet back on together and like trying to get grips of the game because it's kind of like a sucker punch. But if you ask me, I always in my Arsenal group we have this thing where we try not to talk about referee decisions. And one of my very close friends said this lah. If you are talking about referee decisions, it means that you basically have put yourself in a position to talk about referee decisions. So you have to factor it in. It will happen and it evens out over a season. Okay. My problem is that I'll just ask you guys, do you guys know any referees in the Champions League? Like Champions League referees? Do you all know anyone? Any
By name, no.
referees? No.
No.
No. How about English League? Do you all know any referees'
Yeah,
names?
All of them.
Simon
All of them,
Cohen.
bastards.
Yeah, most of them are, yeah.
Jared Gillett and all.
Gillett,
This
yeah.
is actually a huge problem, because you're not supposed to know the names of referees. In the Champions League, we don't know them because referees are not supposed to be the center of attention. It's not supposed to be about
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
A good referee is someone who actually goes unnoticed. No one talks about him. No one talks about his decisions. No one talks about what he does. The game is supposed to be about two teams and their tactical play, etc. But these English referees, right, are so incompetent. The reason why I'm saying this, right, is okay, if I had lost or drawn, people will say I'm bitter. Correct? But I won.
Yep.
So that's why I'm going to bring this up today and talk about it today because I won the game. So at least people know that this is not about whether you win or lose. It's just incompetency over again and again. The Gyökeres challenge, all right. So they didn't. He gave a penalty, and then Darren England sent him to the screen to have a
The
look.
VAR,
Is that clear? Yeah, VAR, right? Is that clear and obvious? Okay, it's not. In my opinion, it's not clear and obvious. Whether is it a penalty or not, 50-50. But 1 week ago, Robert Sanchez got sent off against Manchester United. Despite him touching the ball, he brought Embuemo down after making contact with the ball. He got sent off, a red card was given, and yeah, was it a penalty point? I don't think it's a penalty, but
No,
yeah,
it was
No.
outside the box. It happened outside the box.
it was outside the box. A red card was given.
Yeah.
Look at the level of inconsistency. It comes back to what I was saying. So the level of inconsistency is insane in this league. All right, and so I'm just trying to say that the English referees really need to buck up lah. They really need to buck up and they need to serve something that is much better because it's getting ridiculous. But I don't want to bore you guys by keep talking about the referees. So this is all I have about referees lah.
I think
Especially
I think
English
it's
referees.
important though. I think it's important though because like we watch the games and these decisions actually affect results of the games, and I think it's very important that this has to be mentioned because I get it. It's people will still have that 50-50 take on whether that foul on Gyökeres was supposed to happen. My Arsenal friend immediately texted me after I reposted reshared our video, and immediately texted me like, "How the hell did the referee not give a?" So I totally understand, but also I think that's the reason. Also, another reason why Gabriel was not given, or the penalty wasn't given to Newcastle when Gabriel handled the ball, right? Like when Ilanga took the shot and then it hit him and then hit his hand. So, but I totally understand what you mean. Week in, week out, we have to have the same consistency. This is ridiculous. I think it's really mad how one game, we don't even have to wait a week. In one game, the decision is as such. In the next game, the same thing happened and the decision is different. So I think that's a bit crazy, and this is not decisions just by the referee's intuition or by the referee's choice. I think we spoke before. We said how it's okay if referees have personal choices, or they make a certain decision, but it's intervention by VAR and like this micro. I think earlier you said this like this micro managing and stuff. I think it's just ridiculous. I think they have to really sort it out and they have to figure it out, because I feel it can affect the game.
Yeah,
So yeah,
exactly.
but touching on the match, I gotta. I mean, I'm sorry, but I gotta say that first goal by Newcastle wasn't. I think they did it. They did that set piece well. I think Walter Made took that header superbly. I think he is such a threat. I believe he's going to be a threat, not now, but forever from now on. Like being in the EPL, I think he's going to be such a threat. Being so big like that, so huge. I think he can cause a lot of teams trouble. But yeah, that's how I my take on the game.
Yeah, I thought
I feel
Arsenal were
like
really
eh
Arsenal were good. Yeah, sorry.
no, go ahead, go on, go on.
Go for
I'll
it,
tell you
Ish.
later.
Yeah, good.
Well, me go first, me
No,
go
I
first.
was like I thought Eze was excellent lah. I thought a breath of fresh air. And, he was really incisive, and I thought the corner it was the corner and set piece was good. Declan Rice, his balls are always, oh my god,
Super.
I don't want to compare, but he's reminding me of Beckham lah. Not Beckham, not Beckham. Before people, he's not Beckham, but he really reminds super balls. He puts it in positions where it's impossible to defend. And it's so easy with the slightest flick, it ends up in the back of the net. So shout out to Declan Rice. I thought even in the 90th minute, his engine was insane. I remember one time he was at the right back position and recovered. And yeah, very, very pleased with the win, boys. I thought it was massive in a week over a weekend where we could be 8 points behind the leaders. We are 2 points behind. Massive, massive swing. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like the Eddie Howe made a mistake with they went defensive too fast. The start of second half, like they started to like bring out the attackers. They just wanted to defend but end of the day, the only outlet they had was Anthony Langa. Right? I mean, he almost came through, but it's I
Yeah.
think he went too defensive too fast. If he had actually pushed Arsenal, maybe he could have gotten something out of it. Bro, Newcastle, it was buzzing. The St. James was crazy, man. Like, I don't know whether you guys felt
Yeah.
it. It's insane. Every time, like,
Yeah,
the
crazy
Arsenal
scene.
players touch the ball, they're booing. Every time Newcastle gave him the ball, they are all cheering. It was insane. Like, if they had worked on it, right, I think they could have gotten a point or even 3. But that being said, right,
Yeah.
the goal, the header, the corner, right, it was quality. Like, I mean, it's something that Arsenal is good at, right? But then it was when Odegaard came in, I was like, wow, what is he gonna do this time? But he was the one who crossed the ball in, right? The goal for
Yeah.
Gabriel, right?
Yeah. Eh,
Yeah, even Martinelli, what he came
yeah,
in,
correct.
he was
Yeah.
causing a lot of trouble, to the back line. So I think it's
Yeah.
good to see Martinelli having a resurgence of form. It's good to see Eze being played at the right place. It was a very positive football overall for Arsenal. Lah. It was very, very positive. I
Yeah,
like what I
and
saw. Lah.
another
Yeah.
thing I wanted to add on, right, is sorry Ish. The thing that I wanted to add on, right, is that you see the difference when Rice is a single pivot with Eze and Odegaard. Look at how attacking we are. It's so nice. We are creating chances after chances, which is why I always feel Zubi and Rice kind of kills it a bit. The creative juice, the chance creation, and isolates Gyökeres, so it has like a spiral effect. But when we did the Odegaard, Rice, and Eze, we were just like, it was flowing, it was really flowing. So that's why I really hope Arteta, next few games, the run is a bit easier. I'm not saying it's a given that the run is easier. Please go on the front foot, attack, and we are more than capable. You have a array of attacking talents at your disposal. Make use of it. All right, create chances, and I'm sure you'll be fine, lah.
We were just talking about it last
I
week,
hope
right?
I hope yeah.
The
I
one
hope
Yeah,
pivot and
remember
Arteta
the
I was
don't
2.
telling.
change.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I hope Arteta don't change. Keep feeding us with the memes, Arteta.
Must be
Come on,
listening to
Arteta.
Oh yeah.
Mithiran
Anyway,
stuff.
guys. Um.
You listen to us.
Boys, I wanted to give you an update. Mikel Arteta has just yesterday I got the news. Mikel Arteta has
He
actually
messaged.
engaged. I can't say that, but basically, well, basically all the Arsenal sources lah. All he's getting a group of RAF fighter pilots to actually come in to the training ground to help to improve the way that the players communicate with each other in during games. So we are looking at codes. We are looking at code like
Wow.
yeah. So Mikel Arteta, whatever you do, RAF fighter pilots, you know how they attack. Just do the same. Ask them how they attack.
I do. Hopefully, they document this.
I
Get
really
this
need to be documented,
film.
bro. I'm telling you, I need
We
it.
need to see this. So hopefully, please, Arsenal, or whoever, Arsenal, your media team, please get this documented. Please let everyone around the world watch. But anyway, I do have an issue though with the game that I wanted to ask Mid, right? And hopefully all your Arsenal fans can also, or your friends, your Arsenal friends can kind of tell us or comment or let us know what I feel about this. I felt that Gabriel should have been sent off, not because of the handball, because I felt that decision was kind of balanced out with the Pope's decision on Gyökeres, right? But that punch that he gave Walter Muddy that was caught on camera, not by the ref. The ref didn't see. VAR saw, and then of course, it's a viral thing. What do you think Gabriel was doing there, man? I honestly felt that should have been a red card because he swung. He
Off the
punched,
ball. Yep,
and he
yep,
can say
yep,
what
yep.
everyone can say whatever. Yeah, everyone can say whatever, and evidence is there. He was seen. He was doing that. So I don't know what do you feel about that situation?
So I saw it lah. He basically
Yeah,
sore loser. He's very very sore loser, and that's what because if I'm going to be critical of other clubs, I need to be critical of mine first, and that's a sore loser mentality. Okay, Walter Muddy got you for the goal. You
yeah,
you go fair and square, and I loved. I don't know whether you guys watched Walter Muddy's post match
Post
conference.
match. Yeah.
He actually
yeah.
spoke
Mm.
about it. Oh my god, the guy looks like a very very genuine guy, and he was so genuine in the interview that I liked him. I was like, wow, poor thing, eh. Because he said that
Yeah,
it's not in his character to actually go down for things like this,
yeah,
and he said that I didn't
yeah.
want to shake Gabriel's hand because it's not fair. It's really not fair to come and hit someone and punch someone like that. It's not fair, and I agree. I 100% agree. You are sour because he scored, and you go and punch him. Come on, bro. Like, who gives you the right to punch another player on the pitch? That's a
I
hundred
I
percent
I
a red
thought
card. A red card.
I thought there was a okay, apart from Walter Muddy scoring over him, I thought something happened. Right? But then when I rewatched the match, or I rewatched again, I was like trying to figure out, and everyone was saying like, "Oh, nothing happened." Just somehow, I don't know, Gabriel just
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
somehow.
goal
no, no,
lah.
no,
It's a
no,
goal. It's a goal.
nothing
He
happened.
cannot tahan. He concede the goal against him. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
It
petty
triggered
lah,
him,
but it's
that was
like
and
crazy. Yeah,
you see,
yeah,
the problem, right, guys? I tell you something. The problem here, right, is that I'm not defending Gabriel. Last year, I don't know whether you guys remember, Bruno Guimaraes did something similar to Jorginho. He went to
yeah,
yeah,
hit him.
yeah.
Okay, he went
yep,
Mm.
unpunished. Correct. So what kind of
yep. That's right.
example does it set? So who do we go back to? The authorities, right? The referees, right?
Yep,
Like when there's
yep.
this is what you call a clear and obvious error. Punching a player in a football pitch
Yeah,
is clear. Send him
yeah.
off.
Exactly. Yeah,
Send him off. So when you set a very bad example by not sending off Bruno Guimaraes, what does his fellow Brazilian think? Maybe I also shall try
yeah,
the same thing. I'm angry, and this is how I'm going to vent it. So bad, there are kids watching, and kids who are going to go to school the next day and play. And Gabriel scored the winning goal,
Try also.
and then they'll be like, Gabriel did it. What? Yeah, let me try also. So for me, as an Arsenal fan, I'm telling you 100% red card, and it didn't need Walter Murray to go down and start acting and play acting for
yeah,
it to
yeah.
be a red
I
card.
agree.
You should look beyond that. That's why VAR is there, right? You don't need the acting.
Yeah, yeah. I feel the same way. I think if it happened to any United player or someone or from United did that, I would ask
I
for
would
the
want him
ref to send
gone.
him off,
Yeah,
or I would
want him gone.
ask, right, I would also probably, they have to take action for that as well. Like they have to, the player has to be fined or something, or banned for 2-3 games or whatever. It has to happen because it's pretty crazy. Like, remember when Cantona kicked a fan and stuff like that, and he was banned for almost how the whole season and stuff like that. I think this kind of things needs to be careful, and this happened while the game was. It wasn't like as if it was like a halftime or anything. It was happening during the
But I got
game,
newfound respect.
So
Got
I
newfound respect
just
for Walter Made lah. Like that guy seems like a very, very
crazy.
genuine,
Yeah,
very, very
lovely chat.
like he's a nice player. He's a love
Yeah.
like you just want to support him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I feel like he's one of those guys. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, I would be happy to see him scoring goals. Like genuinely good lad lah. Seems like it.
But the goal he took. Oh my god! I felt he was good. That's how a tall striker should be scoring.
Yeah.
They should be making.
But funnily, right? Like
um,
when he was in the Bundesliga, right? His goals didn't come from his headers. Like he had only a few header goals.
Mm.
It was all through his legs, and he's keep on
Yeah.
saying like my head is not my heading is not my specialty. But then 2 goals he's got is both headers in the Premier League.
both headers.
Both his goals.
I also told you guys last. I told you guys last episode. I said this guy can actually link up plays, man. He's not just
definitely.
I'm just a tower and just score header. This guy can link up play, and he was actually doing it as well, making passes, making runs and stuff. So he's definitely a striker to watch for. Super. I think hopefully we see more goals from his feet, because I would love to see a banger or like a clinical finish. It'll be fun to see, like when two giant strikers go up against each other in Haaland and Newcastle. Anything for this game? Anything for this game, guys?
Shout out Julian Timber. Oh my god. World class lah.
Solid.
The guy is world class. Post
That guy is really
ACL.
good.
So good,
He's
man.
good.
Like the attacking wise, defensive wise, Gordon didn't get a change out of him, man. I want to shout him out because I didn't want to give my man of the match to Gabriel because of what he did. I don't think he deserved it, like because of that action. But my man of the match was actually Julian Timber. Consistently putting in excellent performances.
Engine, right?
So
He's an engine, man.
for me, best right back in the league lah. For me, this is what I feel. Best right back in the league.
Last week we
you
went to
guys
play
agree,
football. Then
but
You
this
forgot Dalo, bro.
last week we went to play football. This Arsenal fan say he's the best right back in the world lah. I don't know whether you remember, Mithiran.
No, not the world, but in the league.
No, that guy said.
The league.
Remember?
Do you guys
That guy
agree?
said he's the best
Is there
in the
anyone better?
world.
Nope. No, when that guy started saying best in the world, I thought, wow, there's another guy worse than me. Like, there's another guy who's
You forgot
carried away.
Dalo, Amit. When you mentioned the best in the league.
Bro, I'm so sorry, guys. I completely forgot Diego Dalot. The Portuguese cuff.
The worst, one of the worst players. Okay, I think that's about it for the Arsenal. Who's Arsenal up against next?
West Ham.
West Ham.
Yeah, so I watched West Ham last night against Everton. They are very, very weak at set pieces, and they've conceded a lot from corners. So let's just get some corners in. So yeah, but I want to say something. We have done very poorly against West Ham at Emirates over the last 3 years. All of the last 3 years we have lost to them at Emirates. I don't know why, but somehow we lose to them at Emirates.
I'm going to predict, and I'm going to say 1-1.
That's a loss. That's equivalent to a loss, to be honest.
What do you guys think? Arsenal home, right? Emirates, right? So Arsenal versus West Ham. What do you guys think?
3-1.
I think it's going to be a draw.
No,
I
3-0.
don't know. I got a weird feeling like 2-2. I'm looking at 2-2. Bro, you know why now? Okay, so you see, last week was the first.
2-2.
Yeah, you know why now? Because you see, now that this Nuno took over, right? Okay, I tell you, Bowen, right? Bowen is dangerous again. Finally, Jared Bowen has become dangerous. So there is a mitigating factor, where I think, right, especially given the fact that West Ham somehow turns up at Emirates, right? There is a chance, right, it ends up a draw lah. That's my take. I think 2-2 lah. I'll go with 2-2.
But also Paqueta tends to perform against big teams.
Big teams.
I personally feel like
Yeah.
that guy, another Madrid, he kind of always performs during when, especially going out against big teams. But
Mm.
I saw on in their game Somerville also was doing well. So I don't know. We let's see what happens.
And shout out the West Ham's new left back, Diouf. Whoa, the guy is
Oh.
really good. The guy is
Mad
good.
man lah.
And I saw one of my United guys on United Twitter type, can't believe he got Dogu over Diouf. I mean, retrospectively looking at it is easy to say, but the guy is good, man. I don't think he's going to be West Ham
Direct,
next season,
he's
Yeah,
super
so
direct.
good.
He's super
Yeah,
direct.
really good.
And his crosses, right, are dangerous crosses. Like you think
Exactly.
it's like normal, but the ball that goes into the box, you're like, damn, this is not a normal ball. It's like direct,
Yeah.
but just dangerous.
Strong for
Okay,
lanky fella.
let's move on. I think very
Mm.
strong. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on to the next game. Another giant striker representing this club, Man City versus Burnley. It's a pretty straightforward game, I feel. 5-1 scoreline. But what I wanted to say was, even though it was a comfortable win for City, Haaland is so important, man, in this City team. I think he is so important. He's not only just a very clinical striker, but in that game, he was actually linking up the passes. He was actually starting the play. And I think he is flourishing and really becoming he can become one of the best strikers in EPL. I think that there was a stat that says he played like 100 plus games and his goals are like 90 something goals. That is I think that is mad. But also I want to give a shout out to Doku in that game. You know, we trash him so much for being such a one trick pony, but I think Doku had an amazing game. So, yeah, I think it was a well deserved win for City. What do you guys think?
It was funny when they considered the goal. Like it was 1-1, right, suddenly. It was 1-0, then 1-1. Because I remember I predicted it's gonna be 1-1
Anthony, yeah.
my prediction was 1-1 so I was like, yes, it's happening. And then I see Haaland whacking leaving hell out of them, right? I was like, okay lah. I mean, that was just banter lah. I know it's not gonna be 1-1, like it's Burnley lah, guys. But end of the day, Gavin, Haaland played well. I think like this was again Doku, right? Doku was amazing. Their midfield suddenly
He had an
clicked.
amazing game, yeah.
The midfield was good. The defenders, actually, to be honest, didn't have to do much lah in that game, right? It was more on that they were playing all the way front foot.
Yeah.
Easy victory for City. Yeah, that's about it lah. Nothing much. Mid, do you have anything?
Straightforward lah. No man. City getting a bit scary for my liking. So they're starting to go up the gear. So let's see. But they did well.
Oh. Oh.
United's opponent this week will face City next week. It's going to be Brentford at home to City. Do you guys think City can do it? Instead, like, because United can't?
You'll be surprised, GTEC,
Wow,
but the
very
thing about
tough game to
GTEC, right, is
predict.
confirm a lot of goals. Yeah, GTEC Stadium has the most goals in the Premier League. So, right, it's going to be a high scoring. So, if actually they do turn up, right, I think Brentford, if they do turn up, you're looking at like I don't know, something tells me it's going to be like a high scoring draw, like a 2-2, that kind. Is the max, I think, to me also, 2-2 again. A lot of 2-2s for me this week.
I'm gonna say 4-1 to City.
Oh.
I'm going 3-1.
4-1 to City,
Yeah. 4-1 to City. Okay, nice. Mid 3-1, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going 3-1.
I think that's pretty straightforward. I think the last big team that we can talk about, I think, is Spurs versus Wolves.
Almost came true my prediction. My prediction almost came true.
Not
I was
surprised.
like, what if imagine Spurs
surprised.
lose to them? Almost so close.
Never change.
I wasn't surprised. It was very Spursy of them again. Because Wolves had a very bad last game. the previous game they were so they were so bad. So I was shocked because Wolves actually played really nice goal and then nice like football, and then they got that first goal.
Hmm.
I felt Spurs were very 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 lucky. Again, their box crasher, their their disruptor saved their asses again. But Wolves finally got points on the table, guys. So congratulations, Wolves. But yeah, I felt Spurs were lucky with this draw. I think Wolves had a better game and they definitely deserve the win.
Yeah,
What do you guys
Spurs,
think?
huh?
I think Spurs just doing Spurs things lah. Spursy, they don't change lah. I actually thought they changed. I really thought they changed because Thomas Frank, defensive structure and all never changed, man. It's in the DNA of Tottenham Hotspur, and they just prove it time and time again. So proud of them. Proud of Paulinho also. 95th minute scoring a equalizer against the last team in the league and
What a
taking out his
baller,
shirt
man.
and celebrating
Seriously.
and running into the crowd. Yeah, absolute
Hey, but this
baller.
guy,
And this is the
Joao
kind of
Palhinha, right?
mentality
Okay.
monsters you need in your team to.
But Palhinha is, to me, right, pound for pound, right, I don't understand. When he was in Fulham, I was a big fan of him, So there's an opportunity for United to get him, which we didn't do. And I was quite upset about it, because I think Palhinha is a very, very good holding midfielder. But the celebration a bit too much, lah. Okay, it's against Wolves, but anyway, that's like, um, Spurs had, like, they weren't creating much. I feel like they almost got caught. I think they kind of got cocky with the game because Wolves is last, right? And then they got shocked, shell shocked by the first goal. Then after that, it took them like until the 95th minute to score
Yeah.
the second, the equalizer, lah. It's just a switch on, switch off players, lah. It's a problem United have also. I think it's a similar problem they are facing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing much
I think
about it, lah.
they can't they can't switch off next week because they have a tough game as well. I feel it's a tough game. They're against Leeds and they're away. They're away
Let's go Leeds.
to Leeds. So I feel Leeds could do it 2-1 for me.
Yeah,
I feel.
But you see,
We're
Leeds,
going for
right?
a prediction.
Let's talk about the Bournemouth game, right? Okay, so the prediction first, right?
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Leeds, lah, bro. Because Leeds honestly look good against Bournemouth. They were looking pretty alright. Like they're
Yeah.
pretty good. Right? So I think for me, right, I think Leeds might take it, 1-0, easy. Like not easy, like I mean cheeky 1-0, that kind of thing. Mate, what do
I'm
you think?
going 2-2 lah, boys.
Ooh.
Oh, a lot of 2-2
Right.
this next week, huh?
2-2. 2-1, 1-0, 2-2. Okay, let's talk about I think that's about it for the Spurs and Wolves. I think it was pretty straightforward. I think yeah, Spurs were just lucky. You wanted to talk about the
Leeds Bournemouth.
Was it the Bournemouth game? Oh, the Leeds and Bournemouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin had a great game.
Yeah.
That was like the Dominic Calvert-Lewin of old. But this Leeds team, right, I think it's very surprising. I feel they have some really good players there, and if they want to turn up, they can turn up. You know who actually was a standout performer for me in this game? Aronson.
Brendan, yeah.
That number 11, that guy.
Yeah, the American international.
That's right.
I think
crazy baller. I think he had a great game. I think he was the one who was doing a lot of work for Leeds. I just feel Leeds were unlucky to get away with the win. But it's Bournemouth, man. Like Bournemouth are like such a tough team to kind of go up against right now.
Yeah, Semenyo scored first. Then after that,
I think it was what a free kick! What a free kick!
Mad. Insane.
Yeah,
good
so
goal. Even the
lying down.
Rodon,
oh my god,
the Joe Rodon goal also very nice. Like the Joe Rodon, like the header.
Yeah. Oh my god,
it was very nice. It was honestly, this game had very good goals. Right. I think it was Sean Longstaff. Then like they did a very good job coming back. Cause Bournemouth is a hard team to play against, man. I think we all came to consensus like this team, Crystal Palace, these kind of teams are like the harder teams to play against, right? But to be able to hold them off, in fact, almost winning all the way until like a 92nd, 93rd winner by the Eli Kropi Jr. How to say his name?
Kropi Jr.
Keropok Junior.
Krupi. Krupi.
Krupi, the Krupi Junior. Mr. Keropok himself scored the goal. So it's good times lah. Yeah, it's good times for Leeds fans. Shout out to Kelvin, Mr. Kelvin, Mr.
Yeah.
Leeds. We're bringing on
Oh,
one of the
Kelvin,
days lah
yeah,
for
my
the
friend. So he messaged me during the Leeds game, and then he was like, "Fuck Tyler Adams." Then I was like, "What?" Like I was watching the Liverpool Crystal Palace game, and I was so hot because KSI equalized. Then he messaged me, "Fuck Tyler Adams." Then I was like, "Bro, what the fuck is this?" So I was like, "Oh, Tyler Adams used to play for Leeds, and then he went to Bournemouth." Yeah, but diehard Leeds fan, man. Kel. Yeah, shout out.
Nice.
shout out.
Okay,
You
I
have
think
you.
that was a very
Mm.
that was a very I think it was a very good game. Some of the other games that I think we can just mention. I think Sunderland had a good game as well. Again, I gotta give a shout out to Robin Ruiz. He is definitely this year's my favorite keeper. This guy crazy. 6 saves, clean sheet. He
Man.
kept Sunderland in it. Forest was attacking almost the whole of the game. The scoreline was, of course, Sunderland won by 1-0. Even though Sunderland was super tight, their defense was super tight, but this Robin Rules, guys, I think Bainde or any United keeper and defense needs to take some lessons from Sunderland, which aren't we facing them next game?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
think did we make a prediction?
Not yet.
Do you guys see? Did you guys see that pause in Haikal? Like he just turned to the side and then he paused for like a few seconds, and then he was like, "Okay, where's that lesson going to take place? You know, the learning lesson."
So next game, United fans, next game we are going to learn a very, very crucial lesson. We are going to suffer here. Okay, trust me. Don't think it's gonna be an easy ride for United. My prediction is we are away, right? We are away to Sunderland, right?
Home.
No, at home, Old Trafford.
Oh,
Playing at Old Trafford.
five.
We will confirm win the game lah. Confirm win. It's just a matter of like how
I'm gonna
hard
say
do
it's
we
a
make
1-1.
it.
Bro, that's what I said last week. Bro, that's what I said last week, bro. But I'm gonna go 1-1 this game. So
Mate,
oh my god, the audacity. No, I'm gonna go 2-1. Sunderland is gonna win. I'm sorry.
bro, the
I'm changing.
audacity. You don't talk about audacity. That
I
is
do.
audacity, bro. You're a United fan, okay? Mate, what do you say?
Well, I'm not very
I
good.
do.
No.
I don't think Sunderland will win. I think United are going to scrap it like the Burnley game, like a last minute
Yeah.
kind of goal. And
Last minute.
guys, you know what's the bad thing in those? They actually mask a lot of cracks, and they make it seem like what is said. You know, you win, you can do whatever you want. You lose, then all the cracks appear. So I think they're going to do it like 2-1 to United, and Bruno Fernandes penalty, and he will score.
I say,
I'm
guys, listen, I say, okay, it's a bit of a mad take, okay? It's going to be a bounce back, and we're going to win this comfortably 3-0. 3-0, okay? 3-0. That's my prediction.
Bro.
Last
Last week, I said
Laman's
we will
gonna start.
trash. We will beat Brentford 3-0. We're gonna beat Brentford 3-0. In the 9th minute, I regretted my decision, bro. So I hope
It's okay, bro.
I hope
My
you will
turn,
feel
my turn to
better,
regret.
Ish. I hope you we take turn.
We take turns.
Okay,
We
nice.
see who's one correct.
Nice, okay.
Never mind,
So
I try.
Okay, there's our prediction for next week's game. Another 2 other games. I think we're left with 2 other games to just mention. Villa defeated Fulham 3-1 at home. McGinn, amazing captain for Villa. But this win actually puts Villa finally out of the bottom 3. And I think it was a good win for them because Fulham is so good right now. They're playing so good. But yeah, it was a Villa win. Do you guys have anything for this game?
Yeah.
Just the Oli
I thought
Watkins is a
Unai
piece of
Emery
shit.
halftime the sub made all the difference. He Unai Emery made a sub at the halftime. He took off who you call what's the guy? Harvey Elliott, and then he brought in Emi Buendia, and Buendia changed the game. Actually, he assisted for Watkins' goal, and then not Watkins. He assisted for one of the goal, and he scored one lah. So he assisted the second one for McGinn,
Mm.
and then he scored the third one. So kind of changed the game. So good tactical switch by Unai, and I think Aston Villa really needed those 3 points, man. They were lingering around the
They
bottom
needed.
for very long. Yeah. No goals scored as well.
They
So huge 3 points lah.
do you notice that
Yeah,
now
they finished.
Tielemans is no longer playing in the number 10, right? So much difference, right? That now that Tielemans is no longer playing there.
Yeah.
He's too heavy, he's too big to turn. So Buendia is a good player. But anyways, like they're still like only how many points? 3 points out of sorry, they only got how many points? 4 points or what? Villa.
Five.
Villa, you mean? 5, yeah.
Villa has so this is the first win lah, right? Yeah, Villa is the first win.
Yeah.
Much needed boost on their end. Yeah, there's nothing much. Villa, Watkins is still a piece of shit. Took him out of my fantasy Premier League just for him to score a goal. Kept him from week 1
And
until
then he
now.
score.
And then he scores, okay? And I will never hear the end of it.
That's Ollie Watkins for you. Yep.
Yeah,
That's Watkins for you. But I think the last game also was pretty straightforward. Everton drew with West Ham at home 1-1. I felt it was a good goal by Everton. It was a header by Michael Keane. But then what an equalizer by Jared Bowen.
Yeah, man.
So I felt that game was pretty much straightforward as well. Do you guys have anything before we move on to our last two segments of the show?
Nope.
No, nothing much lah.
Amazing. All right. So as that's all for game. That's all of the matches for game week 6. You heard our prediction, so check out what happens next week. But let's go on to who is your player of the week, guys.
My player of the week. Ish, you want to go
I have
first?
one. I have one.
Okay, go.
My player of the
Go for
week is Erling Haaland.
it.
For being so clinical, for his goals were so well taken. When you watch the replay, he knew where he was going to put he knew where he was going to score, where he was going to put the ball. So I feel he's so clinical, and also he was a menace throughout the whole game. My player of the week is Haaland.
Yeah, so my player of the week, I'm going to go for Dean Henderson. Tough game against Liverpool. Yeah, tough game, and he pulled save after save. After all that he's gone through in his career, right? Being released, not released, but being sold by United and everything, and then winning the FA Cup last year, I think has just gone from stride to stride this season. So shout out Dean Henderson. I think he's my player of the week.
Ish.
My player of the week is Minte, Yankuba Minte. I think he had a very good week.
Nice. Okay. Now your team of the week, guys.
Palace was my team for the week.
What about you, mate?
My team of the week a bit biased lah, but I'm going for Arsenal. Bogey ground, St. James Park. We never win there, man. Every time we go there, we get just swallowed into the atmosphere. It's just so daunting and it's so draining. But we found a way, and I want to give credit to the boys lah. They found a way this time with the last minute winner. Massive weekend, and I think my team of the week is going to be Arsenal.
Mine has got to be Brentford. For Waking United lah. So so it's Brentford for me. What about your goal of the week, boys? I have one. I'm going to give you mine straight up now. I'm going to give it to Eddie and Ketia for that control and coolness. He was that, the pressure you have on that last minute, that coolness to slot it in between a keeper who was performing the whole game. So
my goal of the week, boys, this week will be Jared Bowen lah. I'm going to give it to him. First game in charge. West Ham not doing so well. and he managed to get in a goal. And it was a good goal. Pickford is a good keeper. To get it past him. I think it was slightly deflected, but I'm going to give it to him because that man stands out all the time for the club. And he has become like Declan Rice, the man of the club. Like what Rice used to do for West Ham. So
He's
shout
also the
out
captain
Owen.
now, right? Oh, wait. Yeah.
Is it him or Suchek?
I think it's him, right? He's the captain
It's
now, right?
him. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it
Right.
could be him.
Ish,
Yeah.
what about you? Goal of the week.
John McGinn, man. That was a sick strike.
Ooh.
That was a mad strike. Bottom
Crazy.
left. So,
He made that goal himself as well. He
yeah.
drove,
Yeah.
then he whack it. Oh, amazing. All right. What are your Blondie boys this week?
Mine is straightforward. I think we spoke about it, Gabriel. You cannot do what you did on the pitch, even if you score a last-minute winner. For me, you are one of mine. You are not one of mine. Like you are my player. I shout for you, I cheer for you, and I speak so highly about you. Don't do that, lah. You don't have to do that. Don't learn from what even if Gumares has done it before, Jolinton does it. No, we are not that. So please.
Yeah. True. Ish, before you give yours, I'm going to give mine. Mine has got to be United. Everything with United, from Amorim's decisions to the players' performance to just basically everything. Like United this week made me feel so bad. And they don't even know who I am. So it's got to be United for me. They are my balloon boss this week. What about you, Ish?
The referee calls of the United game lah, right? The not giving a red card. I think
Right.
that was my melody ball for this week.
Yeah, I think first episode I said this, refs, man, please, man, y'all gotta, I don't know, bro, like you just rabak.
They just got to wake up. They just got to get better, like you just got to get better. All of us, right? We all hold different jobs and everything.
Right?
Whatever that we do, if you're not competent, you need to get better. You're actually holding such a huge position. Come on, man, refs, just do better.
And they get paid pretty well, right?
Yeah,
they're getting paid pretty well. So yeah, man. That was our picks for this week. I'm excited for next week as well. Hopefully, it gets more positive for us, especially for United. I think all the other teams are doing well, not as dire as United. So hopefully, but now, so hopefully, things look much better.
Do you have?
Okay?
Yeah, we can do that.
Shall we do that? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just record. I will cut off this part. Okay.
Hmm.
What was I saying just now? Okay. So that's the end of our roundup for the EPL this week. Unfortunately, Meat has to go. Bro, this is your first episode. You go off early, bro. Haven't finished for the show.
Sorry, guys.
We
Sorry.
bro. How? But Meat, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next week. Right, Meat?
Thank you, boys. Love for the love. Always fun chatting. And thank you guys for watching. Ciao.
Ciao. Right, as you can see, for this FPL segment, we did a substitution, 95th minute substitution, for Mid. Mid has to go. So, I'm going to hand this over to Ish to introduce our guest today. Ish, take it away, man.
All right. For today, we have Mr. Jonathan, Mr. FPL.
Yay!
What's up? He's
Welcome,
our resident FPL guru, or Mr. Meme Maker, as they call him.
Nice.
So today he's here to share with us some of the insights he has, and also some of his creation, which he is called the FPL Tilt Index.
Ooh, let's
John,
go.
take it away, brother.
Take it away, John.
All right. Hey, hi guys. Yeah. So I mean, it's very generous that this Ish is calling me the guru and whatever. It's really just a rant, I think, what's going on with this tilt index. So basically, a bit of self-introduction. How this came about is because I think this slide will be quite self-explanatory. I was playing this game with Ish last year, and then Asensio just tilted me, right? After Asensio happened, and I think we all know, those who know, you know what I'm talking about. When Asensio happened, I basically quit the game because I couldn't take it anymore. I got him for 1 week, captained his ass. I told Ish, this is the time, this is the one. And then he went on to miss 2 penalties and kick me in the nuts, with the one bloody assist. And it
Oh my
pissed me, it tilted me so hard. I quit the money league. I was like, I take my money, I'm done with this game. So that's the tilt. This is the tilt index. Max rating on the tilt index is Asensio, and you can go higher with captaining Asensio and triple captaining Asensio. So let's get into it.
Nice.
So, tilt index, we'll always review the most transfer in player because we all know about the curse of the most transfer in player. And in this week was also the most triple captain player in the in history. It's like 812,000 people triple captain.
Yeah.
And 89 minutes, you're really sweating balls, really trying to be like, oh my god, like, for the love of God, I need to justify this decision to myself. But at 93 minutes, a gift. And of course, he has to take off his hairband. He's got to have his flowing locks, and he avoided a sensor rating. That's all I can say. But because my God, at 89 minutes, I see the own goals. I'm like, can you please, like,
And he
the
and,
person
and
who
he,
should score?
he scored a brace as well. He had a brace as well.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah,
Crazy.
exactly. And the last minute goal, 93, truly a gift, as
Yeah.
one of my friends like to say, whenever we play 7-a-side. Next one, Mr. Trevor Cao Ni Ma, right? Because that's what his name should be right now. Couldn't even have the decency to at least try to get the clean sheet points. So he just say, here, have 1 appearance point, gets his red card. Welbeck comes in, be like, what's up, boys? And you still get credited with the goals conceded after you leave the field. So for all those people who brought in Trevor Cao Ni Ma, yeah, I think red cards and Chelsea players, just name a more iconic duo.
Damn.
And of course, Ish, I think you're very happy with this guy right now.
Of course.
He's really the captain of Arsenal right now because I checked, he is literally the top scorer of the Arsenal team in the entire team. He's got 38 points. He saved your wildcard Ish, which
Yes,
makes
he
me
did.
very angry because he saved a lot of people's wildcards. I was so happy with my rating after such a horrible start to the FPL season. But all the people who wildcarded Gabriel, good job to you with the 96-minute goal of all things. Annoying. And of course, this guy over here, Grealish, got him in, played him and Dewsbury Hall. Only time in my life I've played a 6.8 million and a 5 million player in the same game because it was West Ham. And of course, they had to announce after the deadline that it's Nuno coming in, of all people. My God, that's when I knew I made a mistake. Yeah. Pep was right. The calves are wrong. And, why not score some goals instead of trying to show off the calves? Yeah.
Oh, Jackie
And
boy, Jackie
my
boy.
and this is now my final masterpiece for Man
Nah,
United fans.
Hiker's favorite, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to pay attention now.
Yes. I think this is quite self-explanatory. My hopes and dreams, one more try, one last ride, is what we always say. One last ride. But I'm sorry, we only play Chelsea twice a week or twice a season. We can't have a last ride every time. I don't know, Ish. I don't know how many more hopes and dreams left we have to give, lah. I have very
No,
little
brother.
left.
I'm spent,
Yeah.
bro. I'm spent. I bring him in, -1, My
What?
FPL. So I bought him in this wildcard, hit him in this week. Okay. It was -1, So the first game when my FPL points were -1. Can you imagine?
I'm actually glad Jonathan brought this slide out and is talking about this. I'm actually proud that I do not have Fernandez in my team. So I'm good, boys.
Yeah.
I don't have Fernandez in my team either, but you look at the pain in Bruno's eyes right now. Look at the pain in his eyes.
Ridiculous.
Look at the pain. You
Oh
can
my
actually
God.
see the pain in his eyes. He
Yeah,
knows.
that's true.
Basically, he
Yeah.
knows he screwed up.
Yeah.
Not just
yeah.
with the penalties, but he's in the wrong club, frankly speaking.
Yep.
Gosh.
Totally
Ugh.
agree.
Yeah. So I'm tilted. He's tilted. We're all tilted.
We are all
Therefore, this is the
tilted.
tilt index.
Woo! Thank you,
Well done.
Jonathan, for that
Well done.
amazing presentation. Are you in our league, Jonathan?
Oh, so
No,
apparently he
not
hasn't
yet.
joined.
You have
Haven't
to
joined yet.
be.
No.
You have to. You
Each
have
wants
to
to keep.
be.
I'll,
Each wants to keep this.
I'll send you the link.
Please share
Anyways,
in the
if you
link.
didn't
Yeah.
know, the winner of our league will get a jersey of their choice at the end of the season.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Yeah, but of course, you cannot be a dickhead and join like last week. When you're winning, then you join us. No, I think we'll close the joining like sometime in the next few months, right, Michael?
Yep.
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 Yeah, so we're
I
gonna
think that's.
restrict, but yeah. But
Yep.
anyways, yeah. So if you win the mini league, you get a jersey of your choice, whatever you want.
Can I change the name on the jersey to Trevor Chao Nima?
Of course, you can.
But
It's your choice.
better not lah. Better not.
No, no. It's-
Better not.
yeah.
But
It just won't be Fernandez jersey. I can guarantee you that.
that's for sure. But Jonathan, thank you for presenting. Thank you for presenting, and that was very funny, and I love that. That was pretty cool. Ish,
Yeah.
thank you. This was
Hey.
Ish's idea as well. Thank you for bringing Jonathan in.
No, I know it's
Um,
going to be a good time. That's why I asked him to
That's
come in
right.
as well.
Nice.
Okay,
Thanks
now
for
we're
having me,
gonna
guys.
move on. Yeah.
Any tips, Jonathan, for our aspiring fantasy leaguers, especially those watching our show? Any tips that you can share?
Any
Gotta put you on the
tips? I
spot.
mean,
Gotta put you on the spot a bit, you know.
yeah, sure. I mean, frankly speaking, don't get fancy. I think with Salah, it's just a matter of time. And
Ooh.
Mateta, guys, you gotta watch for Mateta. Yeah.
Ooh,
And I
there
think
you
Eze is
go.
looking pretty good. But pinch of salt, whatever I say right here could lead to you tilting out too. Just
Okay.
don't get Grealish. My gosh.
Ooh.
Don't be like
I
me.
think Maddie has Grealish as well, right? Ish.
Yeah. Yeah, he has British.
I think Maddie has Grealish. Okay. Let's go through the odd league, and let's go through the table a little bit. At number 1 with 378 points, Nitin Suicide Squad is still there. I think he's still going very strong. 63 points this week. Not the greatest, but really pretty good. But then our new host at 371 points, just 7 points off the
The
top
top, huh?
the top
85
table.
points. 85
Mitran
points, boys.
CRP with 85 points. I'm actually looking at his team right now, and pretty. Of course, he triple captain Haaland.
Yes. Yes.
That's the
yes.
reason why he's so far.
You either triple captain Haaland this week or you wild carded this week. That was it. one
Exactly.
of the two.
And he, even though he had Bruno on that -1, I think he did well with Gabriel. And of course, I think a lot of people have Semenyo. But I think Rodon, the Leeds defender, I think that helped his team as well, because he has 2 Chelsea players. So I think Mid did a very good job. 85 points. At number 3, we have Brandon. Now I'm a Baliba. 73 points, pretty good at 353 points. That's pretty good. And Mid and Brandon are both on the upward trajectory. So they were lower last week and now they're going up. Now the moment of truth. Let's look where we are at ish.
Hey, man, I went up by 5, okay? Or 4.
Yeah. Gabriel
Ain't gonna
saved
lie.
that. Gabriel saved
Gabriel
that, man.
saved.
He saved you so
I'm
hard.
at 70 points, okay, last week. 289 overall.
good.
I've been
dos,
climbing.
tres.
I'm on the fly. So, guys, don't add me, man. Don't
You
add
know
me, okay?
you know what Mehdi is gonna say.
What?
Bro, you haven't reached the 300 mark, bro.
It's every time like this, Every time, every week.
But this week, I can tell him, bro, I'm at 300 points exactly, bro.
Well done.
17.
Well done.
Hey,
17.
well done.
I didn't do too well. I got 56 points. But I think I didn't triple captain Haaland. I know when to use my triple captains. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna be up there. But Haaland really saved me all those points. But Mehdi is right now at 12th position with
Nice.
320 points. I'm just 20 points away from him. So Mendem FC 67 points, pretty good. I think he's doing pretty well. 67 points, that's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
Oh, he
alright.
captains
Not bad.
Semenyo. He captains
Yeah.
Semenyo. That was
Oh, he forgot to captain Haaland. He forgot to change it before the deadline.
You forget to captain
maybe he should
Haaland.
forget
My
more.
God.
Maybe he should forget
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
was busy. I think he was very busy
was
and he's
sick,
a
he
bit
was sick.
sick. He was
He
very
was
sick,
sick,
so
yeah.
he like. But if he had captain Haaland, bro, it's a different story, lah. I think he'll be like 80 something points.
But I think he did well as with his whole team as well.
Yeah.
Everyone had points on the board. Gravenberch with 8, Gabriel with 13, Rogers with 5. So yeah, man, I think the table is heating up, but don't worry, it's only the 6th week, guys. How many more weeks you have, guys?
Yeah.
38 Wait, how many? 38
We
weeks?
got 32 more weeks to go.
32 more weeks? Oh my god, it's still very long.
It's still a very long
Hello.
season. We still got more triple captains, more bench boosts left to go.
Exactly.
More free hits.
More free hits. Wildcards as well right now, twice a year,
Yeah,
right?
twice a
You know?
year.
Twice a
Yeah.
year. Correct.
So
yeah.
check that out. I think we might have to close our league soon. Maybe not so soon lah, but I think we have to cap it off at some point, because don't forget, you get a chance to win your choice of jersey, your favorite club, or so definitely your next season's club jersey. And if you win the league, so check that out. Is there anything else, Jonathan? Anything else you want to share with in this FPL segment?
I mean, I just want to say, Crystal Palace, you've got to look at them. All of them actually, they're a really good team. And also shout out to, I think, the leader in our other league, ish. This guy, this madman, brought in what's his name? Alderete? Is that how you pronounce it?
Alderete.
The week he brings in Alderete, he scores 17 bloody points. I mean, this guy's gonna win all
but John, I think I said this in this, I think our second episode, I said this guy is really a guy to watch for. I think he's a very aggressive center back, but he's so calm. Like, he's aggressive when you see him like try to go for the ball, but he's so calm that he actually defends super well. So this Alderete guy, I think he's really, really an amazing defender. So I wasn't surprised he got that goal. He attacked that ball pretty well, and he got what he wanted.
Yeah, I think this particular season, you just can't discount the promoted teams like last seasons. You just can't don't F around and find out. You gotta take them seriously, right? I mean, Leeds has defended wonderfully. Honestly, Burnley was doing very well for like a long time. Those own goals just broke the game. But if not, I think it would have been a nail biter. I would be tilting even harder because I did triple up Captain Haaland, and oh gosh, that was a nail biter.
All right, Ish.
Crystal Palace team to go.
Nice, Crystal Palace guys. Listen. We got the guru has spoken. All right. Tilt together with us. Tilt with us.
You guys join our league. Let's all tilt together, man.
Join our league. Right, Ish, any last words before we end this week's show?
I think we did well today, this week.
Amazing. Don't forget, guys, do subscribe on our YouTube channel. Do follow us on all our social media accounts, _set. We have other content as well, so don't forget to watch and comment, like. If you have anything you need to say, please comment and let us know. Even if you want to be on the show, if you're a team or fan of a smaller team or other teams that we are fans of, please let us know, so we can maybe have you on and we can chat about your matches when it happens. Also, I want to give a shout out before we go to our Ish, your brother. I want to shout out to him for always tuning in, and
Mr. Shark. All right.
I love your comments, sir. Thank you for tuning in and always being so supportive and always encouraging us. So thank you. Everyone else, please help us grow, and if you like what we're doing, let us know. If not, let us know as well. I don't know. Maybe we can tilt together as well.
Yeah, boy.
But
yes, sir.
But I want to thank Jonathan again for coming on the show today.
Thank you, bro.
Maybe we might have a Here We Go for the future episodes. I don't know. Ish, I don't know.
Maybe
this was really nice. I like this.
This was nice. It's fun. I told you, man. I told you guys. It's quality. It's quality content.
Everything gets better with a bit of memes. I have fun making it too. Yeah. I mean, sometimes when I found the picture of Bruno and the pain in his eyes, I was like, this is just perfect. Oh my god. The best part, just to disclose my source, my credits, you know where I got it from? His transfer market profile.
Oh, shit.
That's where the picture
Yeah,
came from.
Oh my god.
He's
Oh
preparing,
my
guys. He's preparing.
days.
All right. I think that's all for this week. Check out next week's matches. Check out our predictions. Hopefully we get them right. Hopefully we get them wrong. Because
Hopefully. Some of them, yeah?
some of them,
Mm.
But thank you for tuning in. We are the Odd Set. I'm Haikal.
I'm Ish.
And that's
I'm John.
Woo! Peace.
Peace.